All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So we have a few stories that we want to go over, and then attached to our Schoolboy program that we have always run, and also our Reggae Boyz update as well, inclusive of Leon Bailey as well. But definitely the main headline of this one is a video that was actually brought to my attention that I wanted to break down in detail. Hopefully these people don't believe that we are using their thing for clout, and we will try and put the link for the video so people could go and watch it, because I do think Mr. Alg Grimson was expressive in that interview as well. Yes, so he said a few things that I know might rub people the wrong way, and he said a few things that I do agree with as well. All right, so let me before we get into everything, let me try to big up the people inside the chat. All right, we saw Mr. Chevon Peart in the building. Massive respect, Sir Chevon. Hope all is well. Osh Poppy in the building. Thanks for being here, Osh Poppy. Joseph Brown in the building. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. One Love. Massive respect. Sheridan in the building. Dark Beskar. Juba at the Chocker. Big up yourself. Wayne Carnegie and DNA in the building so far. Massive respect. Yes, and DJ in the building as well. Massive respect. So the first thing I want to add, the reason why I have not even we never came on before was because we had a copyright strike after we finished the video, the last video. But when I worked it out, it came off and everything. But obviously once you get the copyright strike, you want to make sure what's the problem. We never made any error. It was just because we had an intro, and it looks like Africans might have put the wrong song there, so it had nothing to do with we, and no person's bad minding us or anything. But as you know, once you get the copyright strike, it kind of shut down the page and tried to work on a lot of things. So that was the problem why we never even came on. I saw persons saying that because Leon Bailey playing well, that's why I never came on. But I think they're just trolling and stuff, because it's all type of madness. I wanted Leon Bailey to perform well for Aston Villa so they could beat Arsenal, but let me not get into that, because a lot of people like to fight for no reason. All right, Nitro, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Turkleman, massive respect, and King J in the building. All right, massive respect. All right, let me know if you guys are hearing me well. Let me know if you are hearing me well. All right, let me know if you are hearing me well. Yeah, because I saw people calling me when I'm actually live. Let me know if you're hearing me well, if the sound is coming through, everything is running. All right, let me know. Let's put yes if you're hearing me. Okay, all right. So people hearing me, because so why people calling me no, and I've just started the show. Okay, all right. So all right, guys, so let me move with the Mr. Alg Grimson thing. Thank you very much, guys, but it's because I saw persons calling me. You know, I'm wondering if they don't know that I'm live, and these are persons that actually watches the show. All right, massive respect. Thanks very much. Let me go through the Alg Grimson one first. All right. No. I am not saying anything about Arsenal. Let me just go through Mr. Alg Grimson. He had an interview on the Trinidad and Tobago football YouTube channel. We are going to play it, and then we will put the link on the video in the description. So once it's done, once you want to watch the full length video, you can go there. All right, we're gonna just play bits and pieces, break it down as to what he's saying. All right, he said a few things that we have argued over for the last 30 years in Jamaica's culture. Obviously, he's a new mind coming to the front. So obviously we have to listen to how he saw it and how he interpreted it. All right, so let me start with it.
Again.
Let me know if you're hearing it well.
Yeah, Mexico is a team that we know. Hopefully we are learning to play against them. At least I'm learning to play against them. I played, I think, 2 times when I was.
Are you hearing it well? Let me know.
But really competitive, energetic, high pressing team that you need to have a certain style to play against them. But hopefully we are growing and learning to play against them, because we have now played 2 important games against Mexico, and now it's the Copa America group. So hopefully it's a team that we can at some point win, but we know we are in a progress. So yeah, we are improving hopefully in that area. But the group that we are in.
All right. So they ask him about the group draw. Obviously, you know about the Copa America, because he's doing it from the Trinidad side, being that Trinidad is still in with a shot to qualify. They have to play Canada. We are not sure if they're going to qualify, but yeah, they're having that conversation. So he said that he's hoping that his team is learning to play against Mexico. All right, but he's definitely learning how to play them. Their high press, their tiki-taka style always be a problem, and they're a high-level team over the years, which I've always said that to you right there. All right, so that is what he thinks about them, and he's saying that hopefully we can get a win against them, or hopefully we can start beating them, you know. So he doesn't see his team at this point on the same bracket as them, based off the results, but definitely his team is getting better because it's a process. All right. And that's what I've said to you the other day, that I think he would want his team to keep building and building. Obviously, he would want to come out of the group because he's going to explain to you. But the first order of the day is to improve your team. And people said I was mad. All right, so you hear him saying the same thing. After I've actually spoke on the matter. All right, yes. So you guys burn me out for that statement that I've said I would want Jamaica to improve as a team rather than just trying to win games 1-1, 1-1. Because at least if you improve as a team and learn something, you can retain the information and replicate the information over and over. And that is the sign of a true champion. We're going to touch on that some point of this video. Yeah, I know which fan base will get upset, but let me continue.
I would say it's a most equal group, in a sense that all teams probably can win each other. So it's not like, for example, in your group, Argentina looks like the world champion, looks like a runaway winner from the group. And in some groups, you might have a team that everybody thinks they're going to win. I think in our group with Venezuela, Ecuador, and Mexico and Jamaica, I think all teams can take points from each other. So it's probably the most equal group of the 4.
Yeah.
And the next part, let me know if you agree with him. He said, out of all the groups, because remember, this is a comparison. Out of all the groups, this probably the only group that each team can probably beat each other. All right? Yes. Let me know if you agree with that. But we had said the same thing, even though we think that maybe some teams might be a little bit better. The upset is not so far ahead. All right? Because if Jamaica beats Mexico, it is an upset. Just like when they beat Canada, it is an upset. But because of the quality of the players Jamaica has, anything can happen on the day. It's closer. So, for instance, Argentina to Trinidad and Tobago, it is like, he never said beat. He never said beat. No. I am putting that in it then, let's say, if he never said beat. All right? He said probably. All teams can take, but the point is, how close is this? Is the group that is the most close. Yes. And that's why we use the word probably right there, Leslie. So listen to my first point, please, before you jump in to argue what I'm actually saying. Listen to my first point. So anyways, Argentina to Trinidad would be classed as a 80% to 20% are close to 90% to 10% for Trinidad to win that game. Mexico to Jamaica would be more of a 65%, 35%. So Jamaica have a stronger chance to win the game against Mexico and an even higher chance to draw the game, because I would put it at a 45 to 55 when it comes on to a draw. And it would be the same or similar when it comes on to the Ecuador or the other teams in the group. So I do agree with him on that take. That's what I was trying to come to, Mr. Leslie. All right. Yes, he said ties, but I think before he said about the winning. He wants to start winning against Mexico. So that's why I put the winning in it, Leslie. So listen to me. Don't just join the stream 3 minutes and think you know everything. All right. Yeah, man. So let me move on. All right. I agree with his statement right there. Bless up everyone that comes in. Please do hit the like button, share and subscribe. And we want to have a decent stream, so let us stay on topic. All right, we don't want to be all over the place. So let me finish this and then we move into the next stream, the next topics. All right.
To touch on something with you that you mentioned in the conversation we were having yesterday, where you say in the matter of 1 week, you can go from zero to hero or the other way around. And you've experienced that, I think, in Jamaica. And we have a similar situation in Trinidad and Tobago as well, because you may recall we had a rough patch in the Gold Cup, and then we decided to keep faith with our head coach Angus Heave, and then on the trot we got like about 3 fantastic results in Nations League, and now people are starting to believe again, and Angus is now someone who's been respected a little more back home, as well as on the international stage in terms of Trinidadians who are viewing from outside of Trinidad and Tobago. What do you make of your experience and also the similarities with somebody like Trinidad and Tobago?
All right, so that's a good question. The guy asked right there, as in, oh, you can move from zero to hero. And he wants him to explain from a Jamaican standpoint, like what he has actually learned from that side. So let him answer and hear what he has to say. This one, you know, might rub a few people wrong way. And, you know, and throughout this interview, I think it's going to come off similar to that. And if it was other persons said things that he has said, we would have beat them to the next level. All right, so let me continue. We are going to break down each part. All right.
Yeah, let's talk about the Jamaican first.
Yes.
So really opinionated people. Everybody likes to express their opinion, and that's like always is good and bad about it. I sometimes feel people with little knowledge about the game are expressing them too much about it, but.
All right, let me stop right there. He said Jamaica, the people, very much expressive. And then he said, sometimes it feels like the people because everyone wants to have a say. So maybe that's a shock to him in our culture. And then he said, it feels like some people with little knowledge expressing themselves. Let me know, let me pull it up a little, make you hear that part, cause that part could rub people the wrong way. All right, yes. So let him continue so we can chop it up the proper way. All right.
Trinidadians who are viewing from outside of Trinidad and Tobago, what do you make of your experience and also the similarities with somebody like Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, let's talk about the Jamaican first.
Yes.
So really opinionated people. Everybody likes to express their opinion, and that's like always is good and bad about it. I sometimes feel people with little knowledge about the game are expressing them too much about it, but it's a free world and everybody can have their opinion. That's one thing.
All right, so he clears himself up there. He said sometimes it feels like people with little knowledge expressing themselves, you know, because and maybe a lot of them in that follows our football. All right. A lot of people said they agrees with him. Oh wow. I thought that's because the person that sent it to me first, you know, they took it as disrespectful and said if it was Mr. Spade said so, the whole of Jamaica would have turned down on him and the diaspora. But surprisingly, everyone's saying that they agree with him. Let me take some of the comments them right here. Wow. All right. This is definitely shocking. I never expected so much people to agree off the top. All right. So let me take some of the comments them. Wow. Let me know who agrees and who don't. Let me know. All right. All right. All right. So Keva says, JD, Giovanni, I am Trinidad. And nobody look up to Jamaica. He just ask him questions. Okay. All right. Triple E said he agrees. He agree with that part, JD. And Nitro said true. Enough of them on YouTube. All right. Wow. Maybe Nitro disrespecting people. Wow. Damn. All right. Float Management said that was a good point. Yes, I found it interesting. He said, but that's facts. People love to chat up their mouth who have no knowledge on the subject matter, don't know about football. Wow. And if I came here and said that, it would have meant that I am fighting against Jamaica, my bad mind vloggers, my bad mind the chats them. Wow. Giovanni said, I don't think it should rub anyone the wrong way. It's true. 90% of the time, the coaches on YouTube, coaches speaks nonsense. Wow. All right. Well, let me just take everyone comment and they will let it play out. I never expected. So, wow. That part is accurate. Some fans do have little knowledge. Agree. All right. Wow. All right. Only people with no knowledge may not agree. Laugh out loud. Wow. All right. All right, let me move. You guys agreed to that too fast. So when you guys classed me as harsh on a lot of things, which are a lot of things I've said, he came in and supported the same claim. But yet still you guys, oh, it's okay. All right. JD, they beat you too for speaking factual information. Okay. Wow. And Giovanni said, Giovanni, name two people. I will not repeat those. Giovanni, JD, some people are wicked. Wow. All right. All right. Guys, I can bring up the comments then, but I'm not going to bring up all the comments then because Al Giovanni comments, if I bring it up, people will beat me. So let me move on. But all right, so the coach might get himself in hot water. Wow. All right. JD, you won on the ban. You on the ban JFF channel. Why would I ban JFF channel? I am not on the ban. I don't understand. Rewrite it. Let me understand what you're saying. Rewrite it. Let me understand what you're saying. Do you agree at JD? Okay, so people want to bring me in it now, so I have to give my take on it. Wow. All right. I've always said the same thing. People listen to my channel. I've always said, even last week I've said, the reason why people disrespect me as to even Leon Bailey claim is because they don't watch anything and they don't have the knowledge of the thing. That's the only reason why they talk like this. The only reason why they disrespect other teams is because they don't know nothing. And they don't care to know nothing because the fan base don't requires nothing. They require you to just build a vibes. So lazy people will always jump onto that. And obviously if you're giving someone something free, of course, they are going to always take it because it requires nothing. But for people that loves the country and being honest or loves their job, as in Mr. Alg Grimson, has to work to produce things because he knows the backlash. For me, I want Jamaica to be better. I want the fan base to be more informed so they can deal with the people, as in the overseas guys, better because they would have a better knowledge. So that's what improves me and my workload to try and make sure I can educate as much people as possible. Not saying I'm perfect, but that was always my intention. And surprisingly, he moves to the same point in the conversation. All right. So I've always said it, and I totally agree with him. All right. Yes, I totally agree with him. All right. Let me continue playing this. All right.
So I experienced, for example, to be the idiot of the nation for a few days, and then the hero of the nation, you know, in 1 week. So I lived a zero and a hero in 1 week. But that is our job, kind of. This is our job. And today, in the world of social media, you just cannot listen to it that much. So you know, it's always going to be that. You know.
Okay, and he said that in the social media era, some of the things you should not try and listen to. All right, pretty much. So, as what I've said, if you found something not authentic or giving you what you want, you just leave it alone. All right, because social media is all about clickable titles. All right, yes. So I agree with him right there. All right, and I love the fact that he's a person that just came in. I'm gonna disagree with him on points, you know, but I agree with him here, sharing his knowledge, because I've seen the same thing. All right, yes. And not because I disagree with him means he's wrong. Maybe I just don't get what he's saying. And not because I agree with him means that he's right. Maybe I just never understood what you guys know. All right? Because we're not coming off like we're perfect.
You are the coach of a whole nation. So everybody has a right to have an opinion of what you're doing. But you know, if you start to think too much and listen too much on it, then I think your head will spin too much that you cannot focus. You just have to focus on what you think is right and continue to work in that direction. And that is why I respect Angus that this much. He's been consistent in the way he is playing because he knows the players, he knows the football of the country better than anyone else. And he's consistent in how he's playing, and this is why he's getting the results. If you give him freedom to continue to work in that manner, because the worst thing that can happen to a national team is changing coaches too rapidly. So one coach is working, you know, in this direction. This is the football he likes to play, and then the next one likes to play in that direction.
All right, so yes, we will take calls after this finishes. All right, so what he's saying here, he's saying that he doesn't want to change up his thing. He learns about the players and he sticks to his pattern of play. All right, and what he believes. So being a coach and being a coach that is successful, sometimes it's being more stubborn. And also changing coaches and then drastically change the styles might not deemed successful. All right, are not comes off successful. Are you agreeing with him? Or are you disagreeing with him? To some extent, I do believe that it is true. If you're going to try to change a style, change from one style to a complete different style, it takes longer. And if you have like maybe if you have for instance, if you have an objective that is 2.5 years out, you being an international coach that only gets players in international window to change the style completely. To change the style completely, it might not be the best approach. Maybe you are signed because you play a style of football, so maybe you have to stick with your style of football. Maybe I don't like his style of football because I don't like his style of football, but him knowing that and him trying to play something completely different, after figuring out the players them and realize it's closer to his style, maybe that could cause him more problems than harm. But the problem here is, and where a lot of people will go off on him, he said when he just came in, he's going to look at the players them and then decide how the style goes and work with the style of play that the players them lead him to. And based off what he's saying now, it's similar. It's more like, okay, it's more of my system you're going to come in and play because I know it. And then if I have to tweak it, peace. You understand me? And this is a sign to tell you that he's not going to change so far from what he knows. All right. So it's several points I've touched right there. All right. Yes. Save his job by qualifying for Copa and NL semis. I don't think he saved his job. Guys, we can't take any calls now. I'm not gonna take any calls now. I am just playing out the thing. If you don't hear the full clip, how can you call in for a program? Just wait until it's finished, my brothers. Let me finish the clip and then we will take the calls them and then we'll move on. The show will be long enough, guys. Respect and thanks for calling in, but I can't take it if you don't get the whole information, because I don't want to make a bad image on the coach and I don't want to make a good image on the coach. Take everything and then you document it and then make your decision. I want to stay objective on this, and yeah, I want to stay objective on it. All right, so just give me a little time, guys, please.
So I think continuity is always something that is beneficial in a national team. Sometimes, and you can have a good spell in your life and you can have a bad spell in your life, but if you continue always in the same direction, in the end you will get there. So he's doing a great job. I really love the first game, even though it got sour in the end, but how the players played it, the dedication, the sacrifice they made, the running, the tackling. So they really fought for the country, and I think similar to our game against Canada, the second game, it was all or nothing, and players were fighting for the country. So a big respect to Anders.
This is a final topic I want to touch on, which is something that we've been looking at in recent years.
This is a very good, interesting topic as well.
Talent that you have at your disposal. Now you're getting homegrown talent, but you have so many players out there outside of Jamaica that want to play for Jamaica. So the better you do with your team, the brand that there is improving, and people want to play for Jamaica. And we in Trinidad and Tobago, we are trying to get there. We don't have the luxury of the cadre of players that you have access to, but we do have players. But there's this rule that is preventing us in Trinidad and Tobago from getting access to players second generation, which is from the grandparents. We are speaking to our government right now to allow them to get them to allow us to get the passports for the players. How important do you think is this when you look at all other countries in the world are doing it? Now you look at the US, you look at Mexico, you look at many countries who are getting players born outside with the grandparentage or first parentage, and it allows you to expand your pool. How have you been able to manage that in Jamaica? Because of course, I think every day now you have players knocking on your door, and then for other countries in the Caribbean who are trying to get there.
All right, so I love the way this interviewer articulated that one. This is a question that was always floating around on the YouTube space. All right, yes, some don't like it because some is extremely xenophobic inside of the JFF in and around Jamaica, and some inside Jamaica wants it as in like what the JFF doing at this point, because they are the ones called for it. So you have a split in Jamaica, and it's not from now, it's from the last 30-40 years, which they always believe that we should have more local players and this and that. So like the way he puts it in a manner to say that everywhere is doing it. Trinidad trying to change their ruling. I have to research on Trinidad's ruling to see what would have stopped them from getting it done. All right, I will research that after this. All right, and he puts it out there, so that is very well said. Listen to how he responded to this, and then we will take calls after.
Now it's because of the past. We have so many Jamaicans in UK, in US, in Canada, and first generation or second generation, and it's strange. I feel it's different from let's say Europeans and Caribbeans. They kind of stick to their traditions, even though they move to another country. They eat the same food like they did in Trinidad or Jamaica, and they stay together. So a group of
the culture remains with
them. The culture is the same, and it's funny going to US and seeing, there's like 30 families coming together. One is cooking, and they go and grab food from Jamaica or the Caribbean. So I think it's a little bit different, because these second generation players they have kind of grown up in the culture of the country.
Yeah.
So a closer relation to the national team than probably, like I say, Europeans that move from France to Paris,
Yes.
from France to Italy.
Yeah.
They become Italian in one generation. But I think Caribbeans are a little bit different. So you feel when you talk to the players, these players, you feel like they really belong.
Genuine interest.
They belong to that.
All right. So the first part of his answer is the first part of his answer is what he noticed when you're a French English. If you should go back to France, you might not keep the same culture. But and majority of the other places that he knows, they don't keep the same culture. All right, they don't keep the same culture. But for Jamaicans, because his end point is to say that people should accept them faster because they are equally as who we have on the land. That's what he's trying to say, you know. Or that's what he practically said. All right, because like he heard the chattery and people don't accept them the same. So that's why he answered it in this manner. So what he's clearly saying that Jamaica's culture is so close to the normal land people. It doesn't matter if they are grandparents or not. It doesn't matter where they are born. They share the same attitude, the same everything. And people should accept them equally as how you accept a Leon Bailey, equally as how you accept a Whisper, equally as how you accept anybody. That's what the man trying to say. And he just came here. But I've been telling you that for 4 years now. He just came here. So for people that never made your mind up on these people coming in, here the man telling you, all right? Obviously, you guys will say that it's because he never wanted to use none of the so much local guys and No, he knows who is the better set of players them because of conditions. But he's just telling you what he saw from worldwide Jamaicans, all right?
Team. But in the past, sadly, there has not been this project ongoing for Jamaica. I don't know how it is in Trinidad, but it should always be an ongoing project, talking to these players, making them feel like they belong to the national team. And for example, England won the under-21 World Cup a few months back, and in that team there was, I think, 5 players that have Jamaican heritage. Would they have played for Jamaica? I don't know, but nobody asked them when they were in the under-15 or the under-17 or the under-19, and now these players will be probably one of the best players in the England national team. But if we are smart, we should have talked to them 10 years ago and said, okay, can you play with the under-15 for Jamaica? So that is something that like nations like Morocco.
All right. Before he goes into that point, he just said something which I definitely liked. All right. He said something that I've been saying to you guys for a while now. Because every time we talk, even though some people agrees that the English guys are the better players now that we have can full the team, right? So we should pick them. They have always faded out on, oh yes, like until a time. But this man is saying that this door should always be open, just normal. It just should be normal because they are the same Jamaican. What say you on that point, guys? Because I do agree with him 1,000,000%. That's what I was always saying. Stop make this until we can get our academies in Jamaica open up. No, this should just be, they are Jamaicans, so any 24 we have, it should work. Remember, people used to tell me about this 14 plus 35 and 25 plus 10 and 3 plus 2. You understand me? I always seem to try find a sympathy spot in the team. And I think it should just fully be the best players in each coach's system come in and just play, right? If they are full locals, they are full locals. If they are full English, everybody. everybody on it is English. You understand me? That's what I think should be the whole thing. That should be the whole thing, nothing else. I've been saying that for 4 years. That's exactly what should be the thing. It should not be no multiplication, no calculation, or nothing at all. It should just be the best players fits this squad system, he picks them and put them in the damn team. Alright, that's it. And I think the reason why he's saying these things, because it's based off fans and also pushback that he saw from in the public media from people inside the country as well. Alright, included every team, all under 5. If it's 24 English under 5 kids them, it's 24 under 5 kids should literally be in the team. 24, that's why he said from 15 years old we should be telling them to come and play for Jamaica. So this man is telling you that it should be, it should just be one Jamaica. That's what the man trying to say. Should just be one Jamaica. It doesn't matter how much of them, the whole 24 players them at 15 years old should just be in the team. Done. Done. That's what he sees, and 100% I agree with it. I think other ways can develop players via academies and via, because Phoenix says that they have the best players them in the world. All right, that they never played for Jamaica to be the best players in the world. They played for Phoenix to be the best players in the world. Even if you don't believe it, which I don't believe it, but he said that. That tells you that people can be the best players in the world, not playing for national team. But he's just talking on the national team, and I do agree with him. Let me take this comment from Dockland. Said, but oh, have many people don't, that the players come and not even one TV interview. The nation have not introduced to the foreign. That's why he's talking like this. He wants it to be better, but it's going to take a while, Dockland, for it to be better. All right, it's going to take a while. All right, yes, it's going to take a while. Prophet JD, man sees the future. I have not seen the future. I'm just telling you based off what I have learned. Remember, I have a kid over here, you know, and if she grew up, because I've spent so much money buying my food and I talk about Jamaica and she believes that she needs to play for Jamaica, you can't tell her that, oh, 17 spots already taken by Aritam and Aridog, and then you can't be the 18 because 7 more spots is for the local guy. No, it can't work that way. You understand me? It can't work that way. That it should go the exact way as what the coach said. I agree with the coach 1,000,000% right there. 1,000,000%. Even this interview that the coach is doing is probably the first major interview he has done where the world is seen, and it's not from our Jamaican journalists. Yeah, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes, Bossy. Remember, a lot of people don't agree with the coach. They don't agree with his Dockland. People came out, big persons in football came out and said they don't agree. The people that's running the JFF, running the JPL, don't agree with the coach's method. People inside, have clubs inside, which is the Harborview man, he don't agree with the coach's method. You understand me? So they don't. So if they have their friends and people that can resonate to them, it's going to be almost impossible for them to interview him or push his agenda forward, because that would have meant they are going against their friends. You understand me? So, and you know it goes when you have your friends. So that's how it goes, guys. All right. But for me, it's just the best players. I don't care who they come from. CVM or TVJ didn't even show up to the Canada game. Yes, but it is what it is, and we need to change the mentality going forward. And it takes a man from Iceland coming here just for a few minutes and realize that, because true, I'm black and I never had any bleaching cream. I can't talk and people take me serious. But I've been preaching this for 4 years. This was always my end goal. You understand me? It was always my end goal. Alright, so good talk from the coach. Guys, you can go there and listen to it. I'm going to put the video, a link under this video. Alright, yes, it's going to be pinned. So please go there and look at it. So for the persons that wanted to call in, please do call in. No, alright? Please do call in. Please do call in and give your take. Alright. Yes, man. Ari is a dog. I never said Ari is a dog. I was just giving an explanation. All right. So let me just take the calls them. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning. Carla, how are you doing?
Morning, JD. Hope all is well. Blessings.
Yeah, man, all is well. Sorry
Um,
about the first hang up, but I liked people to
yeah,
see everything, hear everything in its totality, and then make their decision rather than just calling on only piece of it.
yeah. Before I get into anything, I wanted to say something to you a couple of days ago, right? But I didn't get to call in.
Yes.
I
Because of
saw somebody
the calling. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I saw somebody disrespected you, right?
Yes.
And I don't want to say. I just want to say, JD, not make people dry you because some people a couple days ago, right? Say, them not have nothing better for you. You get me? I say. I know make sense people dry out of the person that you are. Somebody just want to set up pretend to a couple days ago.
Oh,
You get me? I say.
yeah, man, that was the last program. But
Yeah.
I never came out of character. I just said to him,
No,
his
I know,
mother
but me just
should be
say in
sad
general,
to
like,
have him, and then he got
yeah,
so
but just say in
upset.
general, like, no make nobody like, them way.
Yes, I understand. And respect and
So,
thanks again, yeah.
yeah, pertaining to the topic at hand, right? Um, I feel like there are a lot of Jamaicans, right? And I'm not talking about other countries or people from other countries. I'm talking about Jamaicans and football in general, right? And the culture of football in Jamaica. I feel that a lot of Jamaicans who talk football, right, talk from an emotional point of view rather than a logical point of view. Jamaica has this culture where they will know someone who's a footballer, right? And he comes from the community that they're from. So on that basis, they rate him because a JD that, what I say? JD play ball for St. Catherine High and a my ball at that. However, they have the belief that he should be in the national team, even if he's not playing at the level to be in the national team, compared to a man who is probably second generation, who is playing in the Premier League, who is at that level, who can play for the Jamaican national team. And there's some of them of the notion that because he's not from Jamaica, land we love, he's not born and bred there, he shouldn't have any chance of playing for the national team compared to the man who used to play for St. Catherine High with a Manning Cup or Dacosta Cup, because them have more ratings for him because he's a community man and them see him not bad already. So them not really business about the foreign man who have Jamaican parents. And I have lived in Jamaica and I've seen that JD where enough man just rate ball up on the basis, not because they can play ball, but just because them come from a community or them hail from east to north. You get me I say? And not many of them talk from a logical point of view. Now to the logical point of view, with the coach of the Reggae Boyz, I feel that a coach knows best, right? Now, I'm not saying fans don't have an opinion on tactics, etc. However, I always give the coach the benefit of the doubt in terms of he's the one that has the badges, he's the one that went to extreme lengths for qualification to coach the national team or club team, etc. He has the experience. Now, as fans, I'm not saying sometimes we don't spot certain things and say, yo, why the coach play that Monday? If a man play bad, as fans we can say, yo, better sub off the man and put on a man on the left wing arm, change the tactics, etc. And there are times that coaches are stubborn to the point that they don't make changes and then the game will end in a defeat or it will end in a draw. And there are majority of times that coaches do make a change that we the fans are against because we don't think it's the right change that ends up wins the game or gets a draw from the game. So it's kind of 50-50 at times, or depending on how people want to look at it. Now with the coach and pertaining to the Reggae Boyz, in the Canada game when we played Canada at home, right? People could say Leon Bailey missed 3 clear-cut chances or 2, right? Now, if he had scored those chances, I don't think anyone would be arguing about the tactics of the game. Now, we went to Canada and we beat the Canadians at their home 3-2, and everyone is singing "Glory, Glory, Reggae Boyz," And he said that Damien Lowe came into the dressing room and said, "Yo, coach, blah blah blah. I'm thinking campaign at midfield, whatever." And he said, what, alright, I could test it out, and it worked out, People might discredit him by saying, well, he never knew to do that before, but at the end of the day, this is how coaches and players work. If you as a player have the guts to go to the coach and say, coach, I feel like I can do this a job, then maybe the coach can say, alright, then Damien, I go put in at the midfield. I was listening to an interview recently where I think it was Eddie Nketiah, which is not a popular guy at Arsenal, right? And I remember him saying that he went to Arteta, right? And he said to Arteta, coach, need a run a game. And Arteta said to him, why you need a run a game? And he explained to the coach why he needed a run of games. And Arteta said, because of his explanation and the guts to come to him and say, coach, I needed these run of games to prove something to you, he gave him those run of games. Not many players, JD, is willing to go to a coach and state their claim and say, coach, I need this game to show you what I can do for the national team or for the club team. That, you get what I'm saying?
All right. Yes, I like how you put the context to hit, even though one is a Jamaican farm and one is the highest level. So you're showing people that people discredit the coach for that, but yet still you have a point. It's happening at even the highest level. It's still down to the coach to take his statement and put it into action because they have to find a way how to fit him in and everything. But yet still, it works for Alg Grimson, so we should be giving him more credit rather than discrediting him for taking Damien's low statement. That's what you're pretty much saying.
And let me tell you, if we had lost that game, right, and it come out in the media that Damien Lowe said to the coach, say, put me in a midfield. Maybe there would be some faction of the fan base that say, yo, why never put him on a midfield? Come and tell you put him in a midfield. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we can look at stuff in hindsight and then we make complaints about it or we'll praise it. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of times Reggae Boyz fans, to be honest, speak from an ignorant point of view, and this is how I know, because they don't use the words to explain themselves, JD. We'll be having a conversations with a lot of football fans, and you say to the man, why you think Liam Bale no good? And then we say, he man no good. He's just no good. But okay, we're having a conversation. Tell me why he's not good. What? Is he not, as explosive on the wing? Is he not, beating the defenders one-on-one? Like, give me something to work off so we can have a conversation. A lot of people would just say,
and also put this into it. Put this into it. And also, if the player is listening, give him something that he could see in his own head. Like, okay, this is the reason why the people must say me not good. Or me not do this, me not make an entry pass, me not do this, So me can actually realize either me can blame the coach or me can say I just me not have the ability there and me need to actually learn it. But give back something like a constructive criticism behind it then. But not just say not good without nothing behind it. That's what you're saying pretty much.
And yeah, definitely as a coach, I'm not a coach, but coaches, right, at the highest level, they could never go to a player and just tell the player, say, I'm not good. Because then how's the player going to improve? You get me? I say? So we as fans, if we're going to criticize players, we have to give constructive criticism to tell a player publicly why they're not doing particularly well. Now, make sense to go a game and you go berate the man and curse the man. At least give the man something to think about. Tell the man, say, yo, you need to work on beating a defender 1v1 and maybe you can, on the bus going home, you can say, why? So I truly need to watch, but I could then can improve. You know what I mean? But when you go berate the player now, the confidence kind of go down, etc., etc. And these things play a part as to why players don't play particularly well at times in some instances. You know what I mean? Okay. But my last point is one thing I wholeheartedly agree with the coach on is that the program should be open for everyone, JD, that has some connection to Jamaica. You know what I mean?
From 15 and from 15.
Yes, from 15. Whether it's 9, 15, anywhere, you know what I mean?
All right.
Because why a man who have, say, 2 Jamaican parents, for example, who born and raised in England in a Jamaican house, so why doesn't he have a say or has an opportunity to play for the national team if he sees fit? You know what I mean?
But them believe me, them have a whole heap of words, mathematics for that same phrase, because they're going to say that at the youth level they have much more opportunity and this is the only opportunity the guys them from inside the country gets. You understand me? And a coach come in and try implement these things and mash up our overall program, because not because we not implement a youth 15 we're good enough to compete with the rest of the youth 15, because ironic, he said 15, but Mr. Speed said we're the best in the world at 15. We can compete with anybody at 15. Sorry, wrong phrase. He said we can compete with anybody in the world at 15. So how are we complaining that the man from England will come take a game at 15? You understand me? So
I think people are forgetting the point that football is a very competitive sport and you fight for your place, and it doesn't mean that bringing in these players from whether the age of 15 or 20 can be a detriment to the local based players. The owner should be on the JFF and people responsible for football in Jamaica to bring the program to a level where it is competitive for local and international players. If an international player come and he play midfield and they have a local based player, then they should fight it out. You know what I mean? Quality for quality. Yes, I say. So, and in that aspect, players have to fight for them places. And let me tell you, Mr. Speed doesn't speak for me, so I'm not of that belief. You know what I mean? Because I believe that in various countries, the development of their players at 15 and upwards is way better than what Jamaica has to offer.
Carla, him said that, but the work it proves we are nowhere near good as nobody else in even the Caribbean. Because we go out against Haiti the other day, which Haiti is the superior team in the region. And we skipped a few years of not facing them because of we having no money. We have to pull out of competition for not facing them, and they battered everybody. And them come and them batter Jamaica. Them just run rings around Jamaica in the game. The game is on
But
Concacaf.
JD,
You know?
you know what's funny about these Jamaican fans? When Jamaica is not at any major international tournament, just look at some of the international countries that they support, the France and instead of Germany. But let's use France as a prime example, right? Whenever France win a World Cup or any form of trophy, right, or compete in these tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
people say how the players come from Africa, right? But you know, a lot of Jamaicans support France and Germany and some of these teams, and they don't look at those teams in that scope that players from Africa. You know, them just want to say France win the World Cup or the Euros, you know. Big man thing, you know.
Listen to this. Listen to this. I've always put up a thing, guys. We are discussing on topic because this is very much important. Because remember, in order for us to go forward, we have to actually know what the problem is, and I think the problem is always Jamaica not reaching anywhere. In terms of football, I'm talking, it's always Jamaica. Because it's not about the talent that you have at your disposal. It's the talent that you decide that you want to work with. That was always Jamaica problem in the last 30 years for not repeating World Cups. Every coach come here, they have said the same thing. That is the problem. Let me explain this to you. You consider Jamaica bigger than Italy when it comes down to footballer?
No.
No, nobody consider Jamaica bigger than Italy when it comes on to football, right? Nobody on planet Earth believes that, right? Everyone in the comment section not believing that, right? And including you, Carla, right?
Yeah, I thought that was a trick question at first, you know, but I don't believe.
Yeah, well, nobody on planet Earth believes that. No, it's not a trick question here. It's a facts. But
Yeah,
why is it Italy scouted 215 years old over the world and brought them to a camp trying to revamp their overall structure? Because they have lost out on a lot of talents and they don't believe that they can keep up with the rest of the top level places in the world. Italy, you know, Italy scouted players from England, America, everybody. You can go there and check it for yourself.
But
they are scouting
if you
players
look at-
from 15 years
If you
old.
look at even Coliocha from Burnley, this man have both 6 passport, Italian, United States,
Yeah, but
etc. You know?
but all I'm trying to show people, no, because sometimes, you know, as just call it, they are not informed. So when we point out Italy now, that everyone knows from history, saying that Italy out there winning World Cups and those stuffs. So if they see the need to say that in order for me to compete with England and those places, Italian football might be on the rise over the last year because they have made several spots. You understand me? But in order for we to keep up this, we have to start doing what everyone doing. I'm just trying to show you, Carla. So why would they want to pick so much players from outside? I'm not talking Italian 15 years old, you know. I'm talking worldwide Italian parentage 15 years old. You understand me? So yeah, go ahead.
Look at England as well, JD. Where's Jack Grealish? Declan Rice, and there have been many players in the past from within the United Kingdom that has played for England, because if they look like the best for their country, guess what? England wants in. You know what I mean? England wants Scotland or Ireland or some of these countries to get them. So they'll talk to them from early, get them in the program from early, and hopefully them can switch them allegiance and then play for England. You know what I mean? So it's all about looking for the best out there and then incorporating them within the national program. And you know, it's not to say that the local base players will lose out. If no one wants that, then they need to support the program as well as hold, you know, the footballing bodies in the country accountable to push the program to that level as well, so there can be a healthy competition. You know what I mean?
Agreed,
But
Carla.
that's how I'm have to separate.
Yeah, man. Respect and thanks. It again, yeah.
Bless up.
All right, respect and thanks. All right, so that's a good call. Yeah, let me chop it up. Sing keeps saying all sorts of foolishness. Saying all sorts of foolishness about Leon Bailey. All right. Tell that to JD, who spends months, if not years, saying him no good. Sing. Tell me which video on my channel saying Leon Bailey is not good. If you can find the one video that I said is not good, Because clearly, Sing, you are a person of zero context. You understand me? So please click the video and just send it to me. I have Instagram, Twitter. I just saw one thing named TikTok, and I have a phone number. So I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna let you hold up my show. I'm just gonna move on. All right? Yes. So let me take the rest of the comments. Them. Us Jamaica start grouping up our youth teams in months, while others doing it in years. Okay, fair enough. Good point. All right, good point. Yeah, man. Sing. Click the video and just show me that. All right, click the video, no problem. Sing. All right, and make sure it's in context as well. All right, so we don't have to argue with the Sing, because I don't think you speak in context as well. You have proven wrong every single week, and you come here and try and make up a story. Even when I'm here every week saying Liam Bailey playing good, you still come here and find a narrative. All right, yes. So just stop, please. Just stop. All right. So. Markland, Liam Bailey. We are gonna like Liam Bailey argument starts. Let me just take the Liam Bailey calls them. All right, yes. So Liam Bailey played half of a match against Arsenal, but half of that match was good enough for them to win the game 1-0. Every Arsenal fan would say that they didn't deserve to win the game, because that's what I saw. I saw Ian Wright screaming on the telephone. No, on the television. Ian Wright screaming on the television. And all Arsenal fans losing their heads. So let me know if you perceive that game as Arsenal should have won that game flat out. Let me know, guys. Alright, because we're going to start talking Liam Bailey and Aston Villa at this point, and then we're going to go into the Reggae Boyz as well. Alright, so let me know what say you, because that's the thing on the street, saying that Aston Villa should have not won the game anyhow. You know, it was Arsenal, the better team. Be honest, I would say Arsenal was the better team based on what I saw. Arsenal was better than Manchester City in the game. All right, Arsenal was better than Manchester City in the game. But to say that, and their coach, I can't stand their coach. I can't stand Arsenal coach. You know, it's like no one beats his team, and they're just better than his team. You know, so I think that's why his fan base is like this. You know. You lose the game. You won the last game before, you know, because they gave you 30 seconds extra, you know. You wouldn't have won the game against Luton. I said that to you. You understand me? Yeah, but I agree. I agreed that Arsenal was a better team on the day. That is true. And I think even Unai Emery would have agreed that they were the better team. Everybody said that they're the better team. But the next team won the game. So White has to go down to the number is right there, so you can call in universal illumination. You can call in. So White have every Arsenal loss or a draw has to go down to some serious drama. You understand me? So just let it slide, because other teams get robbed. We have to just understand that the VAR and the officiating is just not good in England. That is the thing. It's just not good in England. Period. So if you're looking for calls to save your life, you better just win it in normal gameplay. You make sure you have so much chances that you score 1, 2, or 3 of them, because you cannot depend on the referee to always bail you out. The referee bailed them out the game before. You know. Alright? Yes. And then the referee cost them in this game. I understand. Anyways, let me pull it up here so you guys could get to see it. Alright? And then we can go we can get the other guys them that played. Guys, I totally understand if you're upset about the call, but calls go your way as well. You understand me? Call goes your way as well, guys, and it's just a part of The thing. Hello, good afternoon. Good morning, I should say.
What's up? What's up, man? Good morning.
How you doing? How you doing?
Everything balanced.
No, we are
Yeah,
just
I'm well,
arguing about Arsenal and Aston Villa beating them. Leon Bailey assisted a goal, but the fans are not taking it well. But they have just won a game against Luton where they are losing that game 4 minutes before. And because of an extra 30 seconds, they won the game. You understand me? But yet still they have so much of a problem of them not getting a call in the game. In the game, you know. So they could have actually won the normal game, you know. Not just a last minute tap in, you know. And then nobody else can reply. You see the big difference?
Yeah, man.
They got all 3 points because of it, but yet still arguing a point where in which they could have actually still solved it in normal time.
We see it, man. And one thing we disappointed the Arsenal fans about in this particular game. When them are going to say the handball goal Abbott score is debatable. Come on, give the referee some comment. At first we see the England referee them so sharp because they normally thief. The man angle the ball, you know, with him hand, you know, and then him score the goal. You know. Any real fans who have class enough to behave certain way over a goal like that. That was an illegitimate goal. The man angle the ball and the man score. Give the referee credit, because most referee would even see that. And VAR see it, we see it. Handball. No. Me hear some people say Arsenal was the better team, right?
Yes.
No. Think about it, you know. Not necessarily, because football, every coach have their own philosophy and logic. Not because you have most of the ball, you break and you come down and so, mean you're the better team. Because watch out now, you're playing your way, because we are allowing you to play that way, because that will have me playing my way as to keep you out. So, if you are the better team, you would have scored. I am the better team because my way prevail on the day. You understand? No matter if I even goal line save me make.
But you work this then. If they had the big chances and because remember football is about thirds, you know. So if you can dominate all 3/3 of the pitch, right? And because dominate all 3/3 of the pitch mean you're dominating in the attacking third as well, and you created the chances them, but your forward fail to score it. That is one individual, but remember the next 10 individuals as a collective sum created the opportunities that you couldn't stop, but their one player failed to do so. So if they do that on a consistent basis and you lacked that ability to do so, but score off one, people could perceive that as the better team, included me, and most coaches over the world would have said that. So I think that's where they were coming off from. But I understand your style, you know, the way I could see to get a result out of this game. I have played that way and gotten that result. But at the same time, you can still give them the. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we get the others still. They're the more attractive team and create a lot, but also mentality is a part of the game. It could also be that we're so stubborn, frustrate the local striker that him couldn't be composed to finish him chance, right? No, we all get that, but me agree with you on the point of Arteta. If you're a coach, the man whine too much, brother. Because there are times when Arsenal get calls in their favour as well, where the world would say, the whole world would not agree with either. You understand? It is football, you get me? So, you must just well meds and know so you go, cause me like Arsenal and my team, but me like how I make them play and whatsoever, you get me? But the man too bitchy, brother. Well, me know me can use that word, but him whine too much, you get me? Yeah, you can be disgruntled, you know, but you can't just get up and start whine, especially in this game. To me, Arsenal beat themselves, you get me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would agree as well. I would agree that they were the better team and they were the ones that beat themselves, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
it's bad mind. I don't like talk about Arsenal because they said I'm bad-minded, you know? So I just leave the Arsenal talking alone, you know? Yes. You can't talk about Arsenal, I'm telling you. They said I'm bad-minded. So
but look at nobody not say a big team. A big side, on my side no good. Chelsea no good. My team not in England no good. You understand?
Yes.
But Arsenal, alright. Remember now, Arsenal for sure say Arteta, me show you a level. We are go back to last season when Arsenal get the league to hold it by throat and win it. To show the problems. Arteta at that time, man, don't know when. That's your Emery know when to just sit back. Listen, me can't be expressive now. The man, them are out possessed way. Them are make stiffer passes. We can't keep up. Alright, me could stay behind the ball and see out the game. Last season, Arteta just want to hold the game. Them are win them 4-5 when they look him expose himself and dead. Sometimes you have a game where you can't hold out for your draw then. Just see out the game, hold the draw, move on to the next game. You might try to win the end up lose the game.
Very
that shows the lack of experience as a coach.
But Carla just said the way he speaks is the exact way he coaches and his decision making as well. Because that's the exact thing they are doing on the field. So if they don't win the games, it's because of someone else's fault. It's not their problem, you know? That's what the man think. So just give him the trophy from now and just eat that. But anyways, chop up the other points then because we don't want them to say that we're swaying from the point. And guys, we have 200 people here. Please get us to at least 200. We can afford 40 haters in the chat. But 200 real persons should be out of 250 people. All right, so we can afford 40 haters. Yeah, go ahead, Carla. So which other point you want to chop up? Because we talk about the coach interview so far. So what you have to say about that? We have not touched Schoolboys yet, but we wanted to chop up the Reggae Boyz now. But what other topic you wanted to chop up?
Yeah, we just touch on Bailey and our coach. All right. Well, give him some respect. I get to me and say him have an idea. It might not be the most flashy game style we are going to see and whatever, but just give him time make him work. The next thing with Liam Bailey, we have to understand. Him scuff chances and that cannot be denied. I get to me and say, but we have to also take into, it doesn't mean, alright, some people believe that if a man not score and not play, if you just keep your mouth shut and you're a hater. No. Calling out a point doesn't mean you're an hater. But it's the way you call it out sometimes. You get what I say? But yes, you get chances in no score them. But you have to understand also the system when we play now is so different. The quality when you have around him kind of different. There's a complete different settings, different mindset, different, you know. So we have to give him time. How much coaching go through?
Hold on. You know, that's where I have a problem with when we start trying to find out excuses for Liam Bailey in the national team. So you're gonna tell me that Oli Watkins is better than Mikel Antonio? That is not that's not a full-gone conclusion because Mikel Antonio is better than Oli Watkins in several departments of football. Hold up play, link up play. Mikel Antonio is clear of Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins' goal scoring ability might be better than Mikel Antonio. Yes, he has things that's better than Mikel Antonio, but Mikel Antonio has things that is better than him as well. Behind that, Shamar Nicholson, they don't have a Shamar Nicholson on the field. Damari Gray, Magin ain't better than Damari Gray. In midfield, definitely their midfielders are better. Their defense line, Digne, better. Kanza, okay. Carlos, okay. But none of them better than Ethan Pinnock. Martinez is better than Andre Blake overall. But Andre Blake's saving ability is up there with Martinez. So, remember, we are in the Concacaf region. We are not in the Premier League. So, I think Jamaica team is better in the CONCACAF than Aston Villa is better in the English Premier League. So Liam Bailey should be thriving better in CONCACAF. So how you answer that question now, like I'm set you up. Right. How you answer that one?
See point me I say again. Liam Bailey, in my opinion, we do better if score him chances, we take him chances. But look at the level me I try to show you now. That's something that I mean and the coach. Our coach here, you know, he must do a more job than a normal coach is to do because one, he must teach a lot of our players intellect, a lot of different things, a lot of things we lacking in the team. We not talk about our couple players like Gray, Antonio, and them and we are still not yet together. Aston Villa is a team that is together. Now when Alg Grimson get our team, he get them like all 2-3 days before our game. You get what I say? But it doesn't change the fact that Bailey and this level against CONCACAF team should put away his chances. They can get them. You get what I say? So we just say game, me could give him 1 5 more game and really see when there, and then we can take it by the throat. But me feel like when the coach take up Jamaica, alright, if I go to Italy as a coach, me don't know if me make sense, but me I try to put it the best way me can. You go to Italy as a coach, you not teach him on football, you know. You just have to teach them a system and operating it. But yes, so you have to teach them both the game and the system. Most of the player them, excluding when I talk about the overseas based player them, because they will pick up on what the coach I do and say more quicker. You get me? I say, and that is where now we as Jamaicans to stop the bias. Yes, we want to see the locals them strive, but in order for them strive, we have to do. We're probably BL manager that try to get them overseas for going at the highest level, or try to get people from overseas to bring them to the highest level. You get me? I say, because when them go in at the national team and they are to be teamed up with these players from overseas, there's gonna be a lot of confusion and a lot of little slow decision making and them things. So yes, Bale, because Gray come and take him chance them, and that now put Bale in a deep waters right now. So them are Gray come and take him chances them. Bailey don't take him chances, but I'm just trying to say the coach is not a Unai Emery. Probably the style of player Aston Villa have might suit him better, so he take time to adapt. Same like with Messi sometime before now when Messi the Argentina sometime them claims that he not show up. You get me I say because it's a diff is now Barcelona. We all know that him have to in a Messi have in a certain team to strive. That is just the fact. So we could see if it's just the system and problem or the man just cannot show up in national team. We could just see.
Alright, caller, alright, bossy. Respect and thanks for the call. Let me take the comments them. Yeah, man. Good call. Yeah, alright, good points. Yeah. Alright, so Prezi says, JD, about you highlight the weaknesses in Jamaica team and Aston Villa. Once this is done, you would be able to be more objective. But I've literally said in my short statement that midfield is better. Most of their fullbacks are better. Their keeper slightly better. So I've said in a short thing. So why is it because true I said the end result? You have a problem to say that why I've not outlined everything. I don't have such of a long time to break down a whole different show, to break down everything what is weak in Aston Villa and weak in Jamaica team. I've just said something shorter, and I've give bad to Aston Villa, good to Jamaica, good to Aston Villa, bad to Jamaica. But yet still trying to find a imski moment. My goodness. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Alright. Let me leave it alone. Guys, we have let me continue. Leon Bailey. Because now you after that comment you hear me over here 8 pound Leon Bailey, which that is a lie. Alright, yes. Go guys, smash the like button, share and subscribe. Christopher Wright said, JD, the chances he missed doesn't need better players to score those. Him alone missed them. Alright. Giovanni says, Villa can work on things week in, week out. Grim only gets Grim can work on the things on his computer and in his brain, but only have a limited time to put them in action. But I understand what you're saying, Giovanni. Just make sure to let people know that he can still work on them, but maybe don't have the chance to physically do it with the players them. Alright, so let me hear the one. Yeah man, I am not in Alright. So let we move on now. So Leon Bailey, because we had other things to talk about here, but because you guys keep on taking it off the rockers. Yes. So Leon Bailey played 45 minutes, but it only took 45 minutes for him to make a decision on the field that turned out to win the game. Obviously, we just talked about Villa never deserved to win the game. Yes, they never deserved to win the game. So Arsenal fans can take the deserved award. So they deserve to win the game, so Arsenal people take it. You deserve to win the game. Alright, yes. 45 minutes, 1 assist, 16 touches of the ball. Obviously, Arsenal is kind of a possession dominant team. Yes. Out of that 16, he had 7 of 9 passes completed, which is 78%. 1 key pass, which turned out to be the assist. Their crosses tried 1, never completed it. 2 dribbles, 0 out of that 2 completed. Ground duels, 2 out of the 6. Aerial duel, he lost that 1. He lost position 6 times and a 1 foul committed. Alright, and then he made 2 tackles. So it tells you the type of game that that Arsenal was the better team on the ball, forcing things. They tried the same strategy like what they did to Manchester City, and Arsenal dealt with it better. So their wingers never had that daylight to thrive in. But at the same time, it only took one glance of a moment for Leon Bailey to do something to link up McGinn, and it was 1-0. Alright? With him coming off at halftime, they said he's injured. We don't know how bad it is. Alright? Yes, this is the latest one I've seen on it. Alright? Yeah, but it might look like it's a precaution injury more than anything else. JD, you eating on Bailey every day, bro. You say the youth need to pull him socks up. Pull up him socks? What? Percy, what are you talking about? Alright. I don't have any final evidence on what type of injury he has, but obviously they said that he's carrying a knock or something of that sort, so we have to wait a few days to get, or maybe by later they will give you some information on it. But I think it was a precaution more than anything else, because they never had to stretch him off or anything, you know. All right. Big up S Technique, thanks for being here. Singh says Bailey picked up a knock which restricted his movement. He's not injured, he was just fatigued. Okay, well I've said that similar just a while ago, you know. Sing. So if you listen to the words, you get me? Alright. Carla, stop dissing the local ballers. You have no proof of that. Okay, good lord, Mr. United. Alright, Triple E said the coach says Bailey was tired. It's 45 minutes. Triple E. Well, that's not a good sign, you know, unless you're gonna say that the Manchester City game and this game took out too much out of them. But that is kind of the high level. That means if you're gonna ask the question if Villa is at a high level, that wouldn't be a good sign then if the players them can't play 2 top games in a short span. So that gives you the answer for Villa then. Maybe they are not there. So let's see guys, to see let's see if Leon Bailey recovers, because I think he got more days in between before the next game. So hopefully Leon Bailey recovers. Hopefully Leon Bailey recovers and can play. You know, because they have games coming up quick and fast. So let's see if they can play. But that's not a good sign for several of your players. Them can't play 2 games and play out the 2 games. Them that is not good. All right. So that's not a good thing for Leon Bailey that he can't play a couple of games back to back. All right. Yes, that is not good at all. All right. Parish Council said, JD, a top level game every 3 days is next to slavery. But Manchester City players them play the same 3 days. Alright? And then in Christmas, when I'm going there, Parish Council is every 2.5 days. Or every even 24 hours, every 24 hours, around 36 hours. Alright? So that happens in England every year, Parish Council. So why are you saying that is slavery? No, Parish Council, that's normal in England. And I think it happens sometime in Spain. I'm going to check to make sure. I will do my checks to make sure. Alright, but it happens a lot. Grealish never play full 3 games. It's man management, JD. Okay, okay. But one said he's tired and can't play anymore, Giovanni. That's different. Manchester City don't play players. You can score a hat-trick and Pep believe that it might not work out best for him in this game if you plays and he benches you. Alright, so that is down to Pep's tactics. I don't think Aston Villa has the level of players as City. And also the tactics as City. You understand me? For them to apply those things. So I don't believe it. Think the player just can't play that amount of games back to back. Because if you use the rest of the season, when he plays in Europe, he doesn't get much games in the Premier League. He gets half of a time. You know, obviously, at first he said the system that Liam Bailey was not privy to. Hence why he worked on something in the Liverpool game. But even after that, and he had ample time to learn the system, he was still playing 45 minutes. You get me? He was still playing 45 minutes. So I want to say that the player just can't play 2 minutes, 2 games at once, you know? 2 full games, you know? And maybe his energy level is not there. And that's what need to get up. That's what need to get to that level. Alright? Yes. Yes, so yes, it's down to squad depth and rotation. Doku is injured. Doku is injured, physically injured. All right, Doku is injured, and Doku is a different breed of player from Jack Grealish. All right, Doku is next level. I think he might just be the best winger, and he played 5 games in 5 or 10 games or 15 games in the Premier League, and Doku already looks like he's the best winger in the Premier League. You understand me? Yeah, so he's the most unstoppable player in the Premier League. That is one thing for sure. He's the most unstoppable player in the Premier League. Like, he's one trick. I heard people say he's a one-trick pony, but it's a hell of a trick. He reminds me of Iron Robin. Iron Robin had a style that you can prepare everything in the books, but Doku is your bias. Doku gets an excuse. No, Doku has been injured, physically injured. Parish Council. He has not played for games. All right. Which winger has the best stats in the Prem? Don't tell me that it's Liam Bailey. Sing. How much games Doku played? Sing. How much games Doku played? Or you're gonna say it's because he played for Manchester City? I think Salah is the best winger. Yes, I would say Salah is the best winger because of years. But I've said the most unstoppable winger in the Premier League is actually Doku. That's what I've said. So I've not said Salah is the best. Salah is the best winger because of years. But the most unstoppable winger we saw in the Premier League. What you say? No, the guy's injured, Parish Council. The guy's injured. If Liam Bailey was injured, it's different than not playing 2 games back to back. Parish Council. If a man is injured, you can't make that a conversation, Parish Council, because it can't be a conversation. If a man is injured, physically injured, you can't make it a conversation. If Bailey was injured, we wouldn't look at it that way. The most unstoppable player winger is the Egyptian king. Full stop. All right, then you said this Salah is out of Doku or Salah. Which one out of Doku, Salah, or Saka? Which one of them you think everybody feared the most? Just be honest to yourself. It doesn't matter if you support Arsenal, Liverpool, or Manchester City. Just be honest to yourself. Because I think Doku played 5 games and had more take-ons than Salah and Saka entire season. I think you guys not realizing what in a 1 game against Trent Alexander-Arnold, he might have more take-ons than Salah's entire damn season in 1 game. No, I was saying the most unstoppable player. I think he might just be the most unstoppable player. That's all I've said, you know. And then people start beat me. Oh, Salah, Egyptian king. Ray. Just give the man his credit. Alright, you know what? Salah is the best. He's the best dribbler. He's the best take-on player. He's the best everything. Let me just leave it. Alright? Let me just leave it. Well, Jason, me not have to use it against anybody. The man do every defender the same thing. And that is the prime example of an unstoppable as a player. Every player, just name one player that him fail to actually pass. And I'm talking pretty much every single game he played for Manchester City. Every single game. Every single game I've seen this player played, they can't stop him. It's either he has to make a bad pass or his forward has to not finish the chance. So you have to give a man his credit. You have to give a man his credit. Period. Alright? He is the most unstoppable player in the Premier League. Simple. Said Instincts say he couldn't pass Reese. Instincts, let's go back and watch the game. Please, goddamn, man. Alright, you know what? All Chelsea players are the best player, Arsenal players are the best player, and Liverpool players are the best players. I'm not gonna argue with you guys. Let me move on. Let me move on. Gmail said, JD, 2 games and you are chat, so? Oh my God. You know what? Let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone. Because you guys know it's the truth, you know. People said it's 2 games. The man do that and no. Yes, we are going to go back to the rest of the subjects then that we had to talk about. Because one thing, even when it's the goddamn truth, we are not going to say the facts, alright? It's 2 games, so yes, he's not unstoppable. Real. So hold on. So I want to leave the conversation here. But what can I use to judge the man more than what he did in the game and the games that he has? Liam Bailey played for Aston Villa for 50 million years. You think more defender feared Liam Bailey than Doku? And the man a play for City for 50 days. But we hype up Liam Bailey. And then me can't talk about a player that came in for 50 days, you know. And did exactly what Liam Bailey did in 50 years. For Aston Villa. You saw like funny. Sing just a thought that, you know. Of 50 days the man there City for, you know. And the man already a run down Liam Bailey for 3 years, you know. But Sing just a hype and I say, who have the better stats? Go and check it. Alright? So, let me be real, alright? Let me be real. The man did it for 50 days. And in a 50 days, he has done what Liam Bailey couldn't do in 3 years. But one is a god. And one is, him play for 5 days. So we can't rate him. Brother, the man is a next level talent where we need to give respect to. That's all. And because he plays for City. If he had gone to Liverpool and skinned people, make 6 goals contribution in a 1 damn game, he may not be the greatest thing because he plays for City. Bad mind I go kill you. Alright? Bad mind I go kill you. Alright? Bad mind I go kill you because when I probably and Bailey for do what Doku do in a 25 days. Alright? Singh says, JD, let's see who was the better stats at the end of the season. Okay, alright. Successful dribbles this year. Doku 44. Kanho 35. Magin 33. Matoma 33. Yeah, but he needs 75 games to do the same thing when nobody else can do. Doku just dribble without no end product. The man have the most end product in history in 1 game. Based off assists in history. What are you? Oh God. This is amazing. The man come in a league that the guy is new to the league. He brought the record in the league. And then the man has no end product. Wow. Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing how hypocritical we are. Wow. Wow. Big up yourself, Drew Ross, massive respect, alright? Triple E, I was just trying to show them how hypocritical they are, you know? How hypocritical they are, you know? Doku ain't playing in the conference league, else he would have scored 75 million goals and 85 million assists in 2 games. All that. Alright? Yes, so let me go on to the other conversations. No, I'm just trying to show you. Bailey has more goals this year than Doku in his entire career. Oh my god. With your draw. Bakar, JD. The man, you only can. This is. I want to change the topic on DJ Solo, but you know what? I'm going to leave them alone. You see, if he was playing for City, hear me, or playing for Liverpool, Manchester United, or Arsenal, he would have been the biggest thing. Bad mind, I got kill you no. Let me change the subject. Bad mind, I got kill you no. All right? Yes. JD, still a go on my question. What Leon? No, I was using the example of we glorified one and then put down the other. When the next one I do some things will never be done before. But him not good. And then Leon Bailey play 45 minutes. And come on in a several games 45 minutes. He did contribute, that is true. But the way we are glorified one, and then this one just came in the league and he's doing this. But yet still one is a drag back merchant, him not good, and answer the story. So all I'm just saying is, let we be honest to ourselves. Let we give everyone a fair chance. Doku is class. And I think he's already in the race for the best winger in the Premier League. Based off just a few games he had. Alright, showcase that he has the talent to be the actual best winger. And if he continues on this, there's nobody, no winger, will stop him, included wing forward Mohamed Salah. Wing forward Mohamed Salah. Alright, if he continues on this same vein. Alright, that's all I'm saying. But let me move on. Alright. A real baller said, people, they said I should move on. Let me move on, alright? Let me move on, alright? Let me move on, alright? Alright, they said I should move on. And then people that can't comprehend will just turn it into something different from what we're talking about, alright? Yes, so let me move on. Because we are just having fun and I enjoy ourselves. We have Liam Bailey in a conversation. I talk about some man who do some world class things. And I broke history. So if that's not the sign of respect in real Liam Bailey, I think your comprehension skill is at the ground level. If you think that is hatred. But I'm not going to argue with someone. You get me? Yes. Yeah. Alright, so because I respect Leon Bailey, while we are talking about him in the same pattern of other people who do historical things. So, boy, oh boy. Boy, me I tell you say, no. Boy, me I tell you say, people will hate you for no reason, even when them can't understand the words coming out of your mouth. Because the only reason why someone would have complained as to what I'm doing just a while ago, which is hyping Leon Bailey, it's because they lack the understanding to understand me. Alright, so listen to understand me rather than to try hate me. Alright, because I've not done anything. Alright, let me move on now, guys. Let me move on. Alright, just to make sure we put that comprehension clause right there. Alright, one chippy. Alright, one Doku. Alright, yeah, man. When I got ball to the blue. Doku in the building. Alright, yeah, man. So let me move on now. We had several other players played in the Premier League. Alright, several other players played in the Premier League. Let me just get the matches up for you, so we can give you. Ethan Pinnock, team never fared off well, but as you know, Ethan Pinnock always do his thing. Yes. Fulham never needed. Bobby Reid but it looked like Antonio was needed for West Ham. They got a beating. Some hell of a beating. Put some hell of a beating, guys, upon in the Premier League this week. So let me give you the full results them. Yes, I want to get the results them. All right, so these are the results, guys. All right, so Tottenham smoked Newcastle. Heung-min Son was world class in this one. Yes, and Big Richo was top tier on finishing. All right, because I know you have a lot of people bad mind the baller. All right, yes. So I will not say that he was the greatest, but he did put a shift in. All right, I am going to talk about Manning Cup. Don't worry yourself, man. I'm going to put it in and I'm going to clip it and put it separate on the channel. So don't worry yourself. All right, yes, don't worry yourself. All right. Yes, so anyways, let me just give you the results them. So Tottenham won that game 4-1, all right? They are still playing the way they play. They lose a lot of damn games. They draw one, and then they won one. So in the last 6, they have 1 win, 1 draw, and 4 losses. So are you saying Postecoglou is back? You're going to say that it's just a 1 win, 1 miracle, all right? Luton, Manchester City without Erling Haaland looked a little bit toothless. Yes, they still created a lot of chances. Should have won this game pretty easy. The goalkeeper was spot on the day, made some incredible saves and some poor misses as well in this game. So it's not just Erling Haaland missing chances, others miss chances as well. Yes, Foden gets his chance to prove is game time to prove if he's the higher echelon of player. Still think he is out there in limbo. Yes, Alvarez proved that he's a problem, you know, and Bernardo Silva shows that he's just an exceptional technical footballer, maybe the best technical footballer in the world. I've been saying that for 3 years now, that I think he has the highest dribbling ability next to Messi, if not above Messi. His controlling dribbling ability is not normal. That man have a glue on his foot. That is the big bad Bernardo Silva, you know. Yes, hopefully you hear what I've just said. You know, never said he's better than Messi. I just said his dribbling and his close control, his controlling. I've said for 3 years that I think he's either on par or he surpassed Messi with his dribbling and his close controlling ability. I have always liked this kid. He's special, man. And he keeps on proving to me that him and Messi have the same level of close control ability, if not surpass him. And I am putting him past him in close control ability. Alright? Yes. Very, very good player. Alright? JD, what you smoking this morning? I've said that for 3 years. Dream Mills, and I'm not going to change. I never said he's better than Messi. I just said my one skill, alright? And I'm not going to argue with no man. I'm not argue with no man. I say my piece and I'm done. Alright? Yes, so let's say what I want to say. Alright? I am saying what I am saying. Everton 2-0 over Big Bad Chelsea. Alright? Yes. We're not going to curse to the blue. I've said that for 3 years running. 3 years. Watch the player. Alright, and not just come here for argue with me, or come here for look brownie points. Alright, watch the player. Everton 2-0. Revolution, big up yourself, alright? One United, cuss all you want. Surpass Messi dribbling, maybe close control, yes. Alright, I've stated some things, and I'm not, alright. For 3 years, you have been wrong, yes. I have no problem. I'm just telling you what I believe. Alright, yes. So if I'm wrong and I'm mad, alright. I must be doing my research for me to come to my conclusion. You can't tell me what I have researched. You go and do the research yourself. Alright, now make up 2 seconds and act like you're brighter than me in what I am studying. Alright? Oh God, JD, you wake up mad today. Oh my God, the disrespect. Alright? Chelsea lose again. Alright, do they need a striker? Do they need a big? JD Ross Barkley was brilliant in the game. Zay, big up yourself. West Ham 5-0. Alright, Aston Villa 1-0 over Arsenal. Obviously, the Arsenal fan says it was not deserved, alright? Because they have to always say things, you know? Yes, they have to always say something. They can't just lose a damn game and just don't say anything, you know? Yes. Then Manchester United. Manchester United damaged by Bournemouth. They're 3-0. And it wasn't a fluke. They got beaten, alright? BM says, JD, I'm mad out. Oh my God. One second. Sorry about that, people. It was a little baby knocking my door, you know? Alright? It was a little baby knocking my door. JD, Arsenal lost a game. Manu got a ass whipping. Yes, man, yes, they got a beating. Alright? Yes, they got a beating. Brighton, Burnley, that is 1-1. And Wolves, Forest 1-1. Alright, yes, so we're already almost 2 hours in, guys. Our normal time. So let me just go and get my Manning Cup information in. Alright, so this one, people send me message, they were cursing out the whole day. It was not me. Alright, so you had STATHS taking on JC. Alright, was it Walker Cup? Let me make sure, because I'm not there for a long time, you know. But the cup, I think it's supposed to be Walker Cup. Yeah, so the cup in the Schoolboy League, alright, or the Schoolboy football, they were facing off 4, alright, and they are saying that STATHS got robbed. Saw it all over the place and stuff. But tell you what, congratulations to Jamaica College. Congratulations to Jamaica College. I am not going to hold any grudge against them. They didn't rob STATHS. No, I have to congratulate the people. All right. Congratulations to Jamaica College. They won the game. All right. They never picked the referees. You understand me? Because I went back to try and get all of the information as possible, because obviously I was busy. Alright, so congratulations to them. I can understand if people think that STATHS have gotten robbed. Alright, because it was the referee, or the linesman, I should say. You get me? The linesman, I should say, linesman and referee, because they had to come to some conclusion. So it was them decided it, and Jamaica College won their game. Alright, so congratulations to them. STATHS still prove that they are one of the best teams in the Kingston region. Yes, and then now you have Idel versus Mona. Alright, so this is the one that the big bad Hush Puppy said JC was awarded the Walker Cup, JD. Alright, no, but I can't say those things because I am not. I'm a STATHS man, so I don't talk on it. All right? Yes. So let me move on. Let me move on to Big Bad Mona. So let me see if I can find a Mona picture here. Hopefully, I have a Mona picture here. No, this is Big Bad Clarendon, which we can stay for last because they are the biggest thing, you know. Yes, regardless of what Mr. Aldian want to say. Big up yourself, Aldian, Mr. Revolution. Oh, people, stop changing the damn thing, man. So, Mona wins the Manning Cup. Are they the best team in the land? Let me know, yes or no. Alright, but congratulations to Mona. Hard fought victory. Alright. Revolution said Butler proved that he's a legend in Jamaica football. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I think he has won a Manning Cup. That is congratulations to Mr. Butler. Congratulations to Mona. But I wouldn't say he's a legend. I would just say that he has to keep on improving himself, take on more challenges, and then we can say that, because if he's a legend, what would you say about my boy that they fired, Tapa, assistant coach? He won 1 billion trophies. He would have been the biggest thing. What I would say about Tapa, what I would, you know, so what I would say about CC coach, you can't be a legend based off just winning one thing. But let me stay on giving one Mona the credit. So Mona won it. Aldian, one of the pillar bosses, them saying that one Craig Butler, one Mona fought hard and won it, you know, so fully deserved. We can't beat them. We have to give them credit. All right, yeah, man. All right. All right. Well, he has to get several Manning Cups and several trophies under his belt in order to class himself as a legend, to be honest, because several other Manning Cup and also Dacosta Cup coaches has several trophies. So you can't class yourself as a legend if you just won one game. And based off what he has said, it doesn't do his CV any good, because he said his players are far superior because they have gone overseas and done everything. So that means you're diminishing your actual turnaround. And that's why I've always said people should remain humble and just be normal to yourself, because you will get more credit for winning this, which I give him a lot of credit, you know, because if you tell me that his system is a good system, I would say hell no. You understand me? So the fact that he wins this, it says both things. Maybe the Manning Cup region is a little bit poorer, and also Manning Cup is a little bit poorer. To can't figure it out because he went up against Glenmuir and Glenmuir beat him. You understand me? Yes. So maybe that is a system, but he wins it. He wins it, and we have to give him credit. Let me be ballsy to give him credit. He wins it. All right? Yes. But the legend, we can't give him the legend. And I think even Aldian and those guys would agree with me that you can't give him the legend, because George's coach, you would have given him a legend. Sammy, you would have given him a god tier legend. You would have given my boy, the coach for CC, a god tier legend. You have to give my boy there, Charlie Smith, a god tier legend. You'd have to give STATHS coach a god tier legend. You understand me? So if you have to give so much people god tier legend just to move Mr. Butler up to a legend level, that would not be good. Legends, you have to have limited amount of legends. We can't give legend status for one. Guys, be honest. Be honest. Be honest. So Mr. Butler is a legend to win one Manning Cup. That's what you're saying. Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me know. Because you guys come here to fight with me. Mr. Butler is a legend for one Manning Cup. Let me know. And remember, guys, we congratulated Mona, you know. So we have a civil conversation. We're just having a civil conversation that we don't have to war. Nobody in a bad mind, Mr. Butler, or nothing. We congratulate him already. But someone says if he's a legend. Someone said he's a legend. So I'm just asking, and I give my explanation as to what I perceive a legend to be. Alright? Yes. Butler smart, him make Whisper stop play ball for KC, so him have a better chance to win. Oh God, give me. Alright, JD, just give the general his credit. Congratulations. So we not give him the credit, so alright, you know what? Let me just done. We give him his credit and move on, and don't have the other conversation. Wow. Alright, so I gave him his credit here, but it's Aldi and I say, well, legend in this and biggest thing, and I just asked the question. So why Alvin can talk, but me can't ask the question? Wow. Alright. You's a hater, JD Akeem Davis. Wow. Damn, man. Yo, you know, wicked. You know? So Akeem Davis, I became a hater when I've given the man him credit, but the next man say I'm a legend, and I've explained if he's a legend, you would have to give the next man him God tier. because they have won several of the same thing that you would have given him legend status for. So Hakeem, how can I be a hater for that? Wow. Oh, wow. All right. Him is a football soldier, JD. All right, JD. Why all the top schools like KC, JC, CC, ETC can't get their best players in a good league overseas? Okay. So you're not talking football as to what you won in Jamaica. Okay, JD, only credit the man deserve for his car salesmanship and his track and field program. Can't be a legend, people. No, I think they're talking about what he did overall. All right. The man said he's a hater. I can't believe that. All right. No, I've got need people, but I could only talk on what you wrote in the chat, you know. All right. So let me leave Mr. Butler alone and go to the actual best football team in Jamaica. All right. Let me just actually we just move to the actual best team in Jamaica. All right. Hakeem Davis says, Butler do this that none of your friends them did, and you always fight him. Not talking Manning Cup, I'm talking overall. But Hakeem, I've given him credit for everything that he has done, you know. The problem is, Hakeem, I think the credit that you guys want me to give him, it's hard for me to give him that when I don't see it as a big deal as to what people in Jamaica see it as. You understand me? And you have to understand that maybe I'm around different other people that are in football, so it's harder for me to glorify a man and put him over the toppest level to get two players signed in Europe. You understand me? Which other people where I am at, it's a no-brainer because they signed like 50-60 players. You understand me? So I can give him a credit to say yes, that is good. Maybe the best persons that came out of the country, which is Leon Bailey, at present. I still believe that Garden and Fuller and those guys might still have a little edge over Leon Bailey overall, but Leon Bailey's in his story at this point, so his story I haven't finished as yet, so I can't judge him as yet as those legends. But definitely, I would say Mr. Butler got Leon Bailey them out and stuff. So I gave him his credit, but I can't laud him as the greatest thing, because in the world that I am at, he wouldn't even come close to the other guys them that I know. You understand me? And talk to around moving players and having players, you know, because those guys have 50-60 players that are valued over 10 to 50 million. And some of those guys are pretty much legends in football. You understand me? So maybe my judgment of it was wrong. And because you're in Jamaica and you don't know the people that I know, you have to give him the credit. You have to give him a God tiership for that. But I don't see it the same way. And that was the whole big misunderstanding from day one. You know, I never tried to downplay what he did. But where I am at, it's a different level. So I look at it a little bit different. So hope you understand where I'm coming from, guys. All right? Because if I'm around people that selling players every 2 months, and all of them value over millions of dollars. It's hard for me to make a big deal over a person that sold 2 players in a good time span. But for Jamaica, if you put it in context now, in Jamaica, yes, it's a very good thing and a very big thing in Jamaica. So I can understand how you guys act towards it, but you can't tell me to operate the same way when I'm not in the same surrounding. So please understand me. All right? Yes. Yes, but that's why enlightenment. Just listen to what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just saying you should agree with me from my side. If you would have agreed from my side, we wouldn't have an argument. You know, I think you guys just want me. I think you're not looking at what I am saying. I agree with you guys to think that way, but you have to understand my side as well. So why you want to beat me from my side? Oh my God. Oh, all right, you know what? Alright, wow. Let me just leave it alone. Let me just leave. Listen, the man is a god in Jamaica. I'm a god of foreign. Me no know. Alright, I don't know. I can't have the conversation. I'm not in Jamaica. I don't know what to say. Alright? I can only talk about my situation. I don't know him. Alright? I don't know him. I heard of him. That's all. And I give him his credit. That's all. So people, please just understand and stop worrying, man. Alright? Oh my God. Akeem said, so you team up with Whisper Father and you talk down Whisper and Butler like you never want see the youth make it, or it's just something personal you have against them. You said I talk down Whisper and I talk down Mr. Butler. I've just explained my side with Mr. Butler and I've never talked down Mr. Butler. I've just given you my interpretation of what the person is. So I've never talked down none of them. And Akeem, I think you need to go back and check history as to you said I talked down Whisper. If I said he's not better than the other guys that I've named out, he has not proven nothing like that. So I'm still in the right to say I think that these guys are better. And remember, better is subjective. One is playing in the Manning Cup and one is playing in Chelsea's big team. And then he moves to the championship. So Whisper proven nothing in this world to say he as good as Hutchinson. Not one damn thing. You understand me? So if that is what you said, talk down. I was the man here selling Whisper to the public. I am sure, Akeem Davis, before you. The videos are here. I am sure. And I'm sure before any YouTube vlogger, I am the one talking about him and talking up Whisper. So I think you need to listen to context and stop letting people send you to say that I'm talking down somebody. If I said he should not make the team over Jamal Lowe have been better than Leon Bailey playing for Jamaica for the limited times he has actually gotten in the team. So what have Whisper done to prove that he's better than Jamal Lowe? What have Whisper done to prove that he's better than Hutchinson? Nothing at all. So you see how life funny if you don't listen to the context. If you don't listen to the context and you make people tell you things, then you would make up your own. You won't make up your mind. People would make up their mind for you. But if you go back to history, I think you will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. That maybe I am on the right side of history right there, Akeem. And I respect you don't be disrespectful like other people. You come in and ask the question. So just listen to how I responded and you go there and check it for yourself. Alright? You do these things for publicity. Most that you doing, you always start on these guys. No. I don't do this for publicity, Akeem. I think I've given Whisper and Butler publicity. Akeem Davis. Up to this point, I've not seen, aside from Leon Bailey, did an interview that got more subscribers on Mr. Butler channel. So please go there and check social blade. And I've been putting Whisper out here before he's getting views on the internet. When I'm covering Whisper at Manning Cup, nobody else now cover Whisper. So how can I do it for publicity when I was the one pushing them? I have a channel 10 times bigger than, I had a channel 2 years ago, 10 times bigger than Mr. Butler's 1,000 subscriber channel when I had 20,100, the biggest in the category at that time, 2 years ago, Akeem. So please, go and check history. Go and check history, and believe me, what you're saying, I can tell you that is just people fooling you. Alright? Go and check history. And maybe you'll have more respect for me rather having less respect for me. Go and check history. Alright? Go and check history and you will see it. Alright? Yes. So I've not used it for publicity because I've given both of them publicity. And that is a fact. That is something can't be argued with. Alright? Yes. So please go and check who I am. And stop the foolishness. Alright? Yeah, man. Let we move on. But sometimes people just want to know, so we have to make people know. Alright? And they can check those facts. Click me and go and check it. Click me when me say me make Mr. Butler get the second most subscribers aside from Liam Bailey signing after him do a video with me and me share him link, and then I go over there and do a video with him and pin him link in my actual chat in my YouTube channel, and him get more than 700 subscribers in 3 days. Go and check that. Alright? Yes. Akeem Davis, click that and bring it back to him. Make him tell it. Let's see if him have the balls for tell you that. Alright? And then you check the whisper stories then from back, and then let them tell you. You can't rewrite history. Alright? Yeah, man. So, me no want a publicity from no baller. Alright? Yeah, man. Me that up on the internet every day. I run up and down every story or make up stories every week just to have videos. I barely even uploaded. When was the last time we uploaded something? 3 days ago. So big boss, relax. I be around agents who sold much more, and trust me, they rate him in the real world. Okay, RZ. All right. Yeah, but I never said I never rated him. I just said I don't give him this godship as to what you guys are giving him. That's all I'm saying. I just respect him for what he's doing as to getting players out there in the market. Would I do it the same way? Maybe not. You understand me? Maybe not. And I've explained myself in that context. All right? Maybe not. Maybe not. So that's all right. But congratulations to Mr. Butler and Mona, because that's how I've started it, you know. And people took it down a different road because they want to get clip contents to run to their bosses and all sort of stories. Like they were waiting on me. Look how long the man in talk. Look how long the Manning Cup game finished, and you guys are still waiting to beat me. And I came out, give the man him credit, and wanna still come and beat me. Oh my God. One ball, how you doing, man? Since everything the coach says JD says he has been telling us long time. So Jamaica need to give him the coach job as well. No, I can't get a coach job. I have not gotten a coach's license yet. Maybe I will get a low tier one very soon. Alright. So when I do get the low tier one ball, then maybe I can apply. And they will say that I am not qualified. Okay, one ball, yes, but I'm working on it though. RZ said, if you don't mind, I can DM on Instagram because they don't mind doing interviews. Okay, no problem, RZ. Just link me on my Twitter, my Instagram. It's in the description. Just click it. Wemaxit or Imaxit. We have no problem. We will chop it up with you. No problem. All right, and we can learn, and maybe Jamaican people can learn as well. Yes. Can we move on? Mona won the Manning Cup and the world moves on. Oh my God. These are the things, Mr. United, why they're gonna say we are bad-minded. You understand me? and I never came here with no bad-minding thing. Alright, so anyways, let me move on now to the big team. The big team. So let me explain to you. First match, I want to say Glenmuir, credit to Glenmuir. Glenmuir won the Champions Cup, you know. But as I've said, I am not 100% sure if the player should be sent off still, but maybe that's my take, you know. Yes. So CC was playing 1/2 with 10 players, you know. So it helped. Big bad Glenmuir to take that title, you know, and the game still finished 3-2. So I had said that the next time CC hold Glenmuir, they are gonna beat the bricks off them because now they have some motivation, you know. Yes, so they are gonna beat the bricks off them, and they did give Glenmuir one hell of a beating. And in that same time, Logic One says, me don't know why me keep listening to these people. Butler is a king. He won a competition that many has been trying to win for years, but did it in 2 years. Boss. In 2 years. In 2 years? Okay. I thought one season he got removed, and then the next season he never won it, and then this season he won it, so I don't know. But Mr. Logic, we have given him credit for it, Mr. Logic, so stop getting in your feelings because we have said nothing wrong. So anyways, no, CC, the big bad team. So Mr. Logic, would you not say that CC is the best team based off what you saw and how much you know about football? Would you not say CC is the best team? So Mr. Logic, one. Let me know if CC is not the best team. So guys, let me make a poll now because it looks like people not saying CC is the best team, which I've been saying this from the first ball kicked. CC is the best team, and at the end of it I still believe that CC is the best team. So drop your comment who you think is the best team: Mona, CC, Glenmuir, because Glenmuir beat Mona as well. So JC, STATHS, let me know who you think is the best team in the land. Alright, we saw Triple E said CC, definitely the best team in the land. Alright, Logic says CC and knockball, me can't lie. Okay, at least you know bias Logic. At least Logic One is not biased. He said CC knocking ball. CC beat the brakes off Glenmuir, and Glenmuir would not have won that cup if CC had 11 players on that damn field. So, and I'm not from CC Glenmuir fans, but I am just telling you the truth because I'd said it before. You guys played them the second time around, and when you had 11 on the field versus 11, it was no competition. It was one hell of a beating. All right. Make a poll. Okay, Mr. Revolution. So, Mr. Revolution, tell we in the chat who you think is the best team. Because you're out here. Alright, let me make it, guys. Because Mr. Revolution want to make the poll, you know. That means he wants to vote from Mona, you know. Once he wants to make a poll, you know, it's Mona he wants to vote for, you know. Oh my god. This guy is wicked. Shake my head sing. Really don't embarrass yourself. Alright. Where is what sing? Butler will be the next coach at Chelsea after Patch gets sacked. Okay. I think he needs more time. He needs more time. You know, let me leave it right here. He needs more time. Alright? Yes. Let me make the poll so people can vote. Alright? My goodness. Yo, some of these mans are troublemaker, you know, man. Revolution, tell we who we... Okay, one more now, Mr. Revolution. Oh, God. Mr. Revolution says, one Mona, he thinks Mona is the best team. Yo, we can't be rush. Yo, guys, we have not gotten 200 likes on the videos yet, you know. So, get the likes up on the video. Come on, my goodness, man. Make me show man. A Butler me a carry. Okay, Logic say a Butler me a carry. At least, respect, but come on, man. We can be honest, man. CC is by far the best team, man. And you guys know it, you know, man. You guys are going to say, oh, true, you love pretty football. Oh, best team in the land. Alright, so we have Clarendon College, Mona, Manning Cup winner, Glenmuir, beaters of Mona, and also finalists in Dacosta, and also champions in the Champions Cup. And then we have to say JC on it, alright? Yes. So those are the four. We only get 4. So if you think it's better than those 4, please tell me the team that's better than those 4. Alright? We just have to vote. We can only get 4. Alright? Oh my god! It's running up and down. Oh lord. Put Butler name in the poll. No, I can't. I'm not going to do that. Slackness. It's the best school. The best school. Alright? Don't care what me rep. what me a rep for Mona? Sean Sutherland. Okay, so that means not even the pitting them in the school. We can't be civil to have a civil conversation. Good Lord. Let me be honest, man. Maybe kids watching this, you know, and they play their heart out, you know. So let we be unbiased, man. Oh Lord, man. Alright, let me see who. 75%. 20 votes so far. 75% Jamaica Clarendon College. 22% Mona. 4% Glenmuir. Nobody says JC. Alright. And it jumps down to 71% Clarendon College to 25% Mona. Good Lord. So wicked. I can't believe this. You know, but I will leave you guys. You know, Wednesday evening, we get to see them play a match. Yes. And I promise you, even after that match, and I put a poll right here, you will see the outcome. I want Mona to play CC. They played them already, Maria Russell. And it was like two different teams on the field. You understand me? One playing football. Craig have two players in Malta and players starting in Malta national team. Brilliant concept. Okay. All right. No, but brilliant concept. I think people were talking about Liam Bailey and Whisper. All right, not my boy that played the other day against England. All right. Yeah, but if you want to add them to that, you can add them to that as well, which is fair. Brilliant concept. All right, but I was just talking about what people talking about. Yes. And JD, Mona and Cece played last year. Last year, not this year. No, I know they played last year, Big Boss. I've covered the game, Aldine. All right, but which one of these teams you thought was, which one of the Mona teams you believe was actually better? Which one you think was actually better? Because I would say last year team was better than this year team, you know. And that was, last year team was better than this year team. I got to say, last year team was better than this year team. Yes. Would you not agree, Aldin? Last year team was better than this year team. Yes. Let me see what Aldin said. This year team, I think, is better, Aldin? Because remember, last year JC team was significantly better as well. KC team last year was better. So several Manning Cup teams were better last year than this year. So, yeah. Mona's best game was probably this final overall. I expected better football based Craig talk and their European experience. Yes, Brando. Okay. My opinion is this year team have more experience. Okay. But you're agree. So you just don't want to tell me that this last year team was better. You just want to move it. All right. I don't think that Mona can beat CC, but never say no, man. They can kick it over the top and try something. But I think if it's playing football on the ground, they have no chance. No chance at all. They have to kick it over the top and try to see if they can catch the centre backs them, because the centre backs them still have the same flaws that they had from last year. So Mona's style of play might favour them, but I still believe that CC will create 81,703 chances, and that will end up in maybe a 6-2 or a 5-2 score line. Alright, so the errors can be there for CC to have, but based on the amount of chances that will be created, will heavily in favor CC. You understand me? Because the way Mona plays, you know. Yes, but if they can still score, and you never may know. Once you can score, CC can just be wasteful on the day. But I do expect CC to flick some ball on Mona. That's all I'm gonna say. The best team don't have to win on the day. Yeah, that's why I said Mona can go over the top. Something that they do a lot. This game is the only time I'm going to tell them to do it, because that is the best chance they do have in the game to win it. So I think that's the approach. which I have not seen Mona moved from that approach. Against Stats, they went over the top. Against everybody, all of the bigger teams, they go over the top. They don't try to hold possession of the ball and actually play through the lines. They try to go 1-2 and then go diagonal to the wing channels to come back in central or drive straight from the wing channels. That's what they do for all the entire tournament, you know. So this will be the best opportunity for them to try it. And if CC can nullify that, I think they have no chance beating them. If CC can nullify that, they have no chance beating them. Once they can stop the over-the-top ball, everyone failed to do it in the Manning Cup. I think CC have the best chance because CC don't change their style of play for no one. So I think this will be a good chance to not just bragging rights, you know, but for under 20 placements, because the coach will be watching this now. The under 20 coach. So any Jamaican born players should make the under 20s. This is a good place to watch. So coach, please watch this game. Mona versus CC. So you see if the CC player them dominate things and they do fit your football system, please pick them. Alright, please pick them. Watch them good. Alright, JD, Trent Alexander goes over the top 100 times. Are you saying Liverpool is not good either? Aldian, I just said that is the style that they play. Alright. Yes, but determined, that's what I've said. But I'm saying they won against other teams with that style. I'm just saying CC might be the best team that could cope with it. So it's going to be an entertaining game because it could come out to be a problem for CC and they do score goals. But one thing I do expect CC to play through the midfield because Mona pretty much all of the big teams them go through the midfield and create chances. Stats could capitalize on their chances that they got in the 18-yard box and should have done massively better. All of the teams that they played, KC, St. Catherine, Stats, they all got the chances because they won. They played through the midfield. I'm just saying that CC will have that at will. So I'm going to watch this game. I might do this game live if I do have time. Wednesday. If I do have time, guys, we are coming live to do that game. All right. No, I have no problem with his style. That's the way he plays, you know. That's the way he plays. So I'm just saying it might not suit this game. It might not suit this game if CC gets it right. All right, if they can deal with the over-the-top ball. And it might suit this game to find a weakness out of the two centre-backs them for CC. All right, to put it over the top and then try to work from the wing channels them to expose the centre-backs them. That's what I'm saying. We are forwarding, not coming. Oh, my God. All right, so people, we have done 2 hours 17 minutes, you know. Thanks very much. We have not hit 200 likes, you know. All right. Reggae Boyz commentary. Is this the real Simon? The credibility boss? That can't be calling me. JD, you're a CC pass student? No, I am a lover of football. And that should show that I'm not a biased human being. I am a stats pass student, and a Trenchtown pass student, but yet still, I can acknowledge that you have revolutionary football pinging from the big bad CC in Jamaica, you know. And the fact that I've said it from start, you guys wanted me to get it wrong, you know. But because I've gotten it right, you guys are out here fighting me. All right, come on, man. This school play beautiful football, and Sammy and those guys should get more credit. All right, they have several players scoring 1 billion goals. You know, I need to find some ways to give them some notoriety. You know, get some clips. All right, get some clips. You know, yes. Mona have 0 chance against CC. No, Robert. No, they have chance against them, man. I'm telling you, the centre backs them, if they can get it over the top, believe me, they can create problems. Yes, they have to still stop stop CC from scoring. That is true. They have to still stop CC from scoring. That is true. But I still believe that Mona have a chance, maybe a 20%, 30% chance of winning the game, of putting it over the top. And if we can get that on a penalty and a red card, If you can get a penalty or a red card, you never may know what could happen. The game could change, you know. I still think CC can play through Mona with 10 players. Because they are just that talented to play through any team. They have played through Glenmuir that beats Mona with 10 players and score. So and created chances over and over with 10 players. So they are very good guys, and it's a good platform to see if Mr. Butler truly need to get a few of his players in the U20s. All right, so it's a battle of the local places for U20 spots. That's what I would say. So I want to watch this game so bad. All right. I noticed nobody talking about Dixon 31 goal in schoolboy football. What is the difference? He scored 31 or 38? Are they? Oh yeah, they chalked off the 7 goals, right? Yeah, I think he scored 38 goals in real time, but one of the matches they took away 7 goals. He took the match. What about with that match? If Dixon scored 38 goals, right? JD is not even a lover of CC. He will pick anything over Butler. No. For YouTube, the one time you can say, because I pick Mona winning the finals. So YouTube, you're a liar. I pick Mona winning the finals because I said once Mona come through the semifinals, they are gonna win the finals. Brando and those guys, you can actually support me on this one. I pick Mona to win the finals. So for YouTube, you're lying. I picked Mona to win the finals, guys. So don't lie on me, all right? Don't lie on me. All right? The Mona number 8, 10, 7, 6. How much goals? No man, I am saying okay. Yeah, so for YouTube, you're lying because I did pick Mona to win the finals. But for YouTube, you don't watch CC. That's why you're out here talking like this. Alright, CC is a good team. Good team. And that's what we need to make all of our Jamaican footballers playing. That would be my dream, to see everyone in Jamaica trying to play like that. I said Faro chucking. I said Idel. Wow. Yo, Faro chucking, a lying man. Before even the game played, I said 1CC win the semifinals. I am going with, once Mona win the semifinals, I am going for Mona to win the finals. Before even the games played, I said it on 2 back-to-back videos. I said once Mona win the semifinal, I am going for them in the final. For a chucking top 10 life, my man. My good, oh no wicked, so man. Not even credit, and I can't give me for chucking. Me know who know are the boss for the Pillar clan of Mr. Butler, Whisper, and Big Bad Leon Bailey. Alright? Before the season start, I'm here hyping up CC. And you guys out here 18 and CC, and you have not watched one of the damn games, you know. That's why, you know. Aldian, Mona will be beaten easily. That's what Mr. United says. Mona kick and run style coming to an end Wednesday. Robert Smith, you know, man, give them a little chance. The kick and run style might have some problem right there. You know, cause some problems. JD, do you think CC defense can control Mona wingers? Aldian, but that me just said to you, Aldian, look, CC like to expand, drop their centre backs a little bit lower, both of them, not in line, you know, but both of them drop lower than their full backs then, because their full backs are coming up to build the triangles, because they like to pass it in triangles. So if Mona can win it back, at least in the midfield third, and play their diagonal passes, and the wingers get behind it and then isolate the centre backs them, that would be an advantage for Mona, because I do think the wingers them can take on the centre backs them. So the centre backs them will be the weakness. The forwards them, the midfielders them, I would give them they are superior than Mona's players them. Period. But that is where I think Mona can take the big advantage. Let them come at you, because they are going to have the ball. They are better at passing football than Mona. That is not a question. Alright? but let them come to you and forcefully let them come to you and then use the diagonal passes on them. So that's why I said it can, but we have seen several teams in Kingston try that. KC tried it, it never worked. You understand me? Because they are so comfortable on the ball. So that is a problem. So I don't know how Mr. Butler will figure a way out to get them coming to them and exploit that space right behind there between the two centre backs. Then, but that is okay. Travis says Davis has 31 goals. He lost 7 goals from the game that was abandoned. Oh yes, thank you very much, Travis. So that guy scored 38 goals in the season. So that means it was right. Because someone sent it to me and I was checking it up. And he is very good. Dixon. So you see, guys, 38 goals he scored this season. Whisper give the Mona players the formula. But Mario, CC could have still won that game against KC, even with KC scoring the 4 goals. You know? Remember, CC had the chances them to win the game just the same, you know. Mario. You understand me? So you still have to depend on luck to win the game after scoring 4 goals. That means the next team is seriously superior over you. You understand me? That means the next team is seriously superior over you. If that's the approach you have to take, which you have to ask God to not put a ball in the back of the net. Guys, come on, do better than that. 2 hours and we have not hit the big bad 200 likes. Don't play with me, guys, or else we're not coming back for next 3 days again. Yes, because I'm going to be home couple days in a row now. Yeah, because I have some things to do and obviously we're preparing for vacation, so I'm going to be home. But if I don't see you guys supporting the video, I'm not coming out, because I don't ask you for money, I ask you for the likes on the video. Alright, so if you don't hit the likes, I am not wasting my light bill. JD, chances don't win games, laugh out loud. Well, if you can create consistent chances every single game, you're going to win majority of those games more than anybody else. Manchester City, CC. Yeah. So Aldine, you want to know to create chances. Alright? Look like a KC take away JD girlfriend back in the days. Oh my God. What did I say bad about KC? Oh my God. You know what? Let me leave it alone. When are they going to play again? They said it's Wednesday. Wednesday, Mario. I'm going to be live for that game. But if I can't get 200 for this stream, or I'm going to get 200 for that one. Oh Lord. Alright, so we have chopped up almost everything. What we're going to do, get as much more information and then try to bring out more Reggae Boyz abroad and also other competitions coming. So stay tuned to the space. JD, did you like how Mona 6 played? Mona had as good players, Aldine. But I would want to see them because I want to truly see I would like to see some of Mona players in a better system, you know, than Mr. Butler's system. I understand that's what they have to play in, but I would like to see some of Mona players in like CC system, or not CC system. Let me look, like STATHS system, you know, to see how their concentration is and stuff. Yes, because it's not hard to play the Butler system. I think it's very simple. You know, it's hard to stop for teams that are not technically enough and maybe don't have the level of players. That is true. But at a higher level, it's easy to stop at a higher level because you have higher class players that can always nullify those things. So the reason why I'm saying that, I want to see how far these players can truly go. So I would want to see them in different systems that are much more complex, that people uses at a higher level of football, you know. So I could say, all right, then, yeah, man, they can adapt into this style. Aldin says Liverpool plays similar to Mr. Butler. I don't think so. Mr. Butler don't play nowhere near Liverpool at all, you know. Maybe just the diagonal balls them from Trent Alexander-Arnold you're talking about, but aside from that, no. Liverpool pressing. Mr. Butler them no press as Liverpool them none at all. Them no win the ball back in their intention is not to even win the ball back in midfield as well. Which Liverpool's intention is to win the ball from front and also midfield as well. So when we get a chance to watch CC, we will clearly see how good clearly see how good Mr. Butler's team is, because they have to figure a way out how to stop them if the over-the-top ball not working. Alright? So we will learn a lot about Mona and also CC as well. Did Mona beat STATHS? Yes, Mario, they beat STATHS. Yes, no, Aldian, yes, I agree with you. The long ball over the top, yes, they do it as well. Yeah. Thanks. Yes, I agree on that point, Aldian. Yeah, man. So, guys, we are gonna support both schools, you know. I definitely want CC to win still, you know. I'll be honest here, but because I want football, real quality football to be played in the country, and I only can sell people that if the quality football winning, you know. Yes, and that's my intention. So I have nothing against Mr. Butler. You guys are going to say what you want. I have nothing against them. I just want quality football to win on the day, prevail, so we can actually start induct all of them in the actual country. This is how I want Jamaica football to be playing in the future. Alright? Yeah, man. And I can tell you, if we can get a national team play like that in the future, we make every World Cup. Every World Cup. Alright. JD asked Mr. United if Gadaga broke him. Mindset said last year a Butler said Schoolboy football was foolishness when he lost, but is celebrating like mad this year when he wins. Mindset. If I respond to that, you're gonna hear that we're bad mind the man. You get me? Our culture forget things in 24 hours. So that was last year. So I think that is ancient history. All right, mindset. That is how Jamaica sets. But what that came to my mind the last time, you know. That came to my mind the last time. But as they said, we are bad-minded, you know. JD, the best salesman for Jamaica football right now is Leon Bailey, and soon Whisper. All right. Oh Lord. So so JD, I say Mona and Butler don't play quality football. Mirak, I don't think so. I wouldn't consider it as the quality football that I am looking for Jamaica to play. I don't look at it that way. Mirak, no disrespect, but come on, man. Me can say something. I don't like it, Mr. Mirak. I don't like that type of football. I like Georges. I like CC. I like STATHS. I like York Castle, very good team as well. I don't like the Garvey Messier and Mr. Butler's system. I think they are the two worst in schoolboy football. Yes, I don't like them. At least they are the two that I don't like. You know. Yes. So it's not Mr. Butler's system alone. Garvey Messier, I don't like it either. And he's he's one of the assistant coaches for Jamaica national team, but I don't like it. But Marcelo will come in and cuss me out, so I can't say anything. I can't say the truth. But you guys are gonna always beat me. That's how it is. Big up, Blair. How you doing, man? Mona system fit for boys tramps. Alright, so guys, I am not holding you. Mona team Mona team have better player and better Mona team have better player and better player and better team this year. Craig more humble and was not arrogant. Brilliant concept. I think you have missed most of Mr. Craig Butler's statement this time. Brilliant concept. We have built a video that he's saying that he has the best team in the land and stuff, you know. So he was equally as arrogant, just the same. I think he gave people credit after we beating him with the backlashes them and stuff, you know, and maybe what he's going through made him giving people more credit. So that is true. He gave people more credit, yes, but he was arrogant, just if not worse. In certain instances, brilliant concept. So we have to be honest to ourselves. All right. Jamaica play Mona type of football, which has not got us anywhere for 25 years. Mindset is a troublemaker, you know. All right. Okay, Aldin said something above. With the best system, STATHS didn't win Manning Cup and lost to the worst system. That is true. That is true, Aldin. I've never said our system is not successful, but I just said I don't like them. Those two systems. All right. Some very sorry people, but no problem. See you on Wednesday. The best system, which is CC, up against Mr. Butler again. So all the best to the kids, them. JD, are you started? What? I don't know. What are you talking about? What Mario saying? What Mario saying? All right, so Kevin says, mine said it's football. I bet Leon Bailey because he doesn't score for Jamaica, but I will praise him. Oh, you beat Leon Bailey. Okay. Fair enough. All right, so people, take care. See you in the next one. Okay. I know. Oh, it's FIFA you're talking. Guys, tell you what. You guys want the great Jamaica Great Against FIFA series tomorrow? Get this video to 200 likes in 1 hour. And then we give you the FIFA Great Again series tomorrow. Alright. I just hope the best system win. Make the man them be. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. So, alright. So tomorrow, guys, FIFA Great Again series for you guys. Alright, FIFA and chill. How much players from each team you think can make the y'all national team? RZ, not much, because I think it's clear. Let me touch this topic, RZ, before we leave. It's clear that this current crop of coaches favor the higher level players them. So I think maybe nothing more than 7 will be in the under 20s. Maybe nothing more than 7. Maybe nothing more than 7 will be in the under 20s based off selection. So I think when I'm looking at it, I'm going to look for the best 7 players out of 2 teams. And Bad Mind Singh, Belgium has a great system that cannot win any world tournaments. Good Lord. All right, at least they were ranked number 1. Oh my days. All right. So AZ, yes, around 7. So I'm looking for 7 quality players to see how they can rival. I am getting a list of 20 overseas under 20 players. So I'm gonna see who I think the local guys them can make it over. But it's getting tougher and tougher in AZ. So you will pick from the 2 teams in the finals Wednesday. Yes, man, I think you have to do that, and maybe a few exceptional talents, because you had players on Glenmuir that maybe you can pick out from. You had players on STATHS that might get a look in, the defender that might get a look in, and maybe a few others. So, but majority should be of those 2 winning teams, you know, majority. And I think it's fine. CC should have a few if they are not older, because remember, you can be 19 and can't play, because of when, you get me. So let's see. None of these SBA can't make it at the moment. From Travis, give them a chance. If you can't find all, so remember, at 19 years old, a lot of these guys are professionals overseas. So what if they can't make it to the under 20 tournament? you still need local guys as backup as well. So even the backup, some of them should be able to make. So that means if some of these guys can't turn up, which the last time a few never get to play, you understand me? So if some can't turn up, our paperworks don't finish in time, then you can use that, you know? Yeah, man, we can't you have to can pick 5 or 6 players that has the possible chance to even make the backup, you know? Yes. Unless we get 40 players, unless we're getting 40, 50 players from overseas, which I heard Mr. Alg Grimson them talking, and it seems like them have 300 players. So maybe Travis is right, you know, maybe none making the team, but even if they are not going to, I would still want them to have a core in Jamaica putting together so if something goes wrong. Dixon is 19 years old from October 4th, okay? You have a next defender from STATHS. He's not 19. Well, all I'm saying is, at least, you know, make a core of players in Jamaica. So if they don't make it, at least them get some of the training. So if they should go forward in the future and make it, they will be easier to embed in the system. You know, at least. Some teenager players in the JPL are really good. Yes. And those are Christopher Daly, or whatever his name is. Yes, he's good. And he should have the age. So he should be one of them that will get a look in, you know. But if he can't make it, nobody in the Manning Cup can make it then, you know. Because he's by far the best young player in Jamaica, you know. Yeah, Christopher Ainsworth. Yeah, thank you. Ainsworth. If Ainsworth can't make the team, that means nobody in Jamaica can make it. You know? Xavier Gooding is young. Okay. Tivoli have a player, Nicola Fuller is a very good in the JPL. So Travis is saying more of the JPL players that will make it rather than the schoolboy players them. They said Gooden too young, so he can't make it. Alright, so I will just watch it to see. So that means it's more players that will make it, then the goalkeeper will make it then. The goalkeeper will make it. And then maybe a few of the CC guys them then, because all of the other players them that we look at, you're saying is too young and stuff, you know. So people, I'm not going to take up the time. I have some food here. I'm going to brush. Yes, so thanks it again. Smash the like button, share and subscribe to the channel. We will be back on Wednesday to chop it up. So make sure you're back, and as I said, tomorrow I will turn on the FIFA. I haven't played the FIFA for a while now. I will try and turn it on tomorrow and make Jamaica great again. Alright, yes. So take care. Bye-bye. See you in the next one.